2. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a better world. At long last, we have found one. So in this game, the focus of it, as with other narrative games, we're going to be reading a certain amount of text and trying to follow along some stories, some narratives. But within that, we exist in this sort of cubby little world, this little area here, with a terminal to interact with and a view of the great outdoors right outside. Welcome on behalf of the whole team at A Better World Company. Let us know if this is your first day on the job. My first day. Interact with Globos to make her speak.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner. Ready to change the world? So you've got your kind of funny, weird robot character here. Feel free to interact with me. You can do the same if you've already heard something I've said. I sometimes be a chatterbox, so I can skip whatever dialogue if I need to. Employee handbook available with commentary by Globos. Riveting. Your job, our job, is to change the course of history to succeed in our objectives. It's all just theoretical. Well, more or less. Ready for initiation? Which I think is kind of a warning of like, if you're not careful, maybe you destroy the world, but it's just theory, it'd be fine. Make someone ordinary extraordinary. Now that's a classic. Most of our new recruits start here. The more objectives you complete, the harder the assignment you'll be able to access. Right. So raising up on the floors to get to harder assignments. The more assignments you wrap up, the higher you'll climb. Maybe you'll make it all the way to management. The dream of every working person, I guess. Not really. Let's see. I'll just pick someone random from the window. That guy over there. He's perfect. There he is right there. Can you tell us what you have on him? Henry Hellman, born into a family of grocers on November 3rd, 1951. Birth certificate found in the United States government database. Well, that's nice. That's nice that they can monitor everything in the world. Computer, show us the requirements. It's up to you to decide which objective you want to go with. And so, our first role, blue button right over here if you'd like to think. It says, make someone ordinary, extraordinary. That's our mission. We have unknown endings, and then we have a cinema icon, a business icon, a musical icon. So get one of these sorts of things done. Okay, that I can try and do. Henry Hellman, born into a family of grocers on November 3rd, 1951. So this is also in a different time, so maybe some things will be sort of strange, a little unique, a little unexpected. Birth certificates found United States government database. Ordinary person selected. Temporal jump. So it wants to take me to 1951, starting from the beginning. The year Henry was born. Let's do it. Let's do it. Away we go. I really like Globos's art style, like the visual. What? This isn't where we're supposed to be at all. I mean, it's cool to be in this weird, strange bunker and everything, but Globos just ties it all together. Oh. Yeah, what is going on? I think we went too far back. I think we need to go back to the future. Get me out of here. Or I guess back to the past? All right, here we go. Forward to the past, really. Maybe that's the closest I'll get. Push the lever in order to reach the next key junction. Welcome to 66 million years ago. The lever's broken. This is it. This is the end. We're gonna die. Globos, don't freak out now. The emergency button. I forgot to tell you about the emergency button. That's nice of you to wait until now to tell me about. You can use it to reboot the temporal flow when things start to go haywire. Just go ahead and press it. So, I played the beginning of this, so I'm a little aware of some of these things you'll note, but this specifically to me is so funny. There was a point, I think it's called a planetarium, but basically there's this room, this like, almost like a theater that you can go to, where, and some theaters have this, you can kind of kick back your chair, right? But not only can you kick back your chair, you actually look up instead of forward. So you kick way back and you're looking up at the ceiling, right? This big round great ceiling with all these stars on it. And then on this big starry ceiling, there's like a cartoon train or a cartoon spaceship that comes into play. And there's this whole like story within it, like a narrative story like this one, I guess, where you have all these like kids that are like astronauts and they get like trapped out in space where they run out of their regular boost to get them around from planet to planet, And so they're like, okay, we need to get more fuel. We need to find some way to keep moving forward, whatever. And they go out of their way to try to find the solution. It takes like, an hour and a half, whatever it is for the whole show to go. And at the very end, they're talking to their spaceship who can, by the way, has a face and can communicate. I forgot to mention. And so they're talking to this spaceship, right? And they're like, dang, we almost have enough fuel. We maybe can't even get there. Like, I don't know if we're gonna make it. If only we had like some super duper booster, tronic, and we could just zip ourselves wherever we wanted to go. And the spaceship responds, again, it can talk. It says, oh, you mean the super duper boostatronic? Okay, yeah, we'll do that. And the kids are all like, okay, wait, we did all this work. Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you tell us there was some super duper boostatronic? And the thing is like, you never asked. And then they just zip out through space. It was the most I was just shattered. I think back to that all the time. It's a classic memory. Just say so. You never asked. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Welcome on behalf of the whole team at A Better World Company. Let us know if this is your first day stuck in the... So, I'm glad that they said there was a button there at least, but imagine they forget to say that and we just get crushed. It's okay. Loki, the game. Yeah, time loops. I'm in a time loop. We apologize for the inconvenience. Your mission will restart shortly. Please push the lever in order to reach the next key junction. So if I go the other one, I think I just loop forever, going back in time and forward and back and forward. All right, in we go. In we go to the future. Temporal jump. Please push the lever in order to reach the next. We already got there. Welcome to 1951. Here's what New York City looked like in 1951. Check out the grocery stores. Sure doesn't seem like business is booming for Henry's parents. So I guess it's kind of slow. Look for information in a grocery store called Hellman and Sons. And click on the Henry button. Which, if you can believe it, is a button just for Henry on my time travel machine. He gets his own button. Oh, to be one with their own button. The grocery store Hellman and Sons will be closing down soon due to several months of unpaid rent. Time variance authority much? Yeah, it's a cool one. I like this game. How's a family-owned neighborhood grocery store supposed to survive with that kind of competition? Especially just visually. I mean, as soon as I saw the trailers for it, I was like, okay, you got a witty, weird robot Earth character, and you're skipping around through time. I want to see what this is about. Info button? No, that's not what I want. Forward. Seeing Loki, right? I feel like I've seen enough clips to know what you're kind of talking about, but sometimes a small detail or a person like Henry can change everything, but I haven't watched the show. And sometimes you'll need to make a decision on a more global scale. USA Henry. So I can choose between making a decision for this one guy in this building in New York or the entire country. Yeah. Supermarket boom is making it impossible for local shops to compete. The government will be passing a law aimed at banning selling products at a cost or encouraging supermarkets to set up in the suburbs. Selling products at a loss? I mean, isn't that just let's just not let monopolies exist? I feel like that's a pretty good thing. If a company's selling items at a loss, they can only really be doing that, I feel like, in order to try to push other companies out of the industry. So... right? That seems like a simple answer. These establishments are killing our neighborhoods as well as our proud small businesses. U.S. President Truman on instituting minimum price controls in supermarkets. Yeah, that seems right. I've always found these large-scale retailers suspiciously similar to Soviet state-owned businesses. Senator McCarthy, an infamous anti-communist figure, at a press conference in support of Truman. Large-scale retailers suspiciously similar to Soviet state-owned businesses. Okay, interesting. I feel like price controls are something that a person who's hard anti-communist would be like, oh, that's, you're trying to make us control businesses. Just let them be free market, So I'm kind of surprised to see that statement. Okay. There are so many people downtown that they keep building more and more skyscrapers. Look how odd. Henry's parents' store is still there, but they themselves sure aren't. Okay. Huh. Why not? Back to Henry. The Hellman family opens their 5th location. God bless America and the laws that safeguard businesses, proclaims the family at the center of the success story. The Hellmans immigrated here at the turn of the 19th century. Success story. That's good. They've moved to the top floor. The top floor. Talk about upward mobility. Yeah, there you go. I mean, that seems good, right? Make their family do better. Temporal event having to do with Henry. Seems like he's made a new friend, one that lives in the same building. Computer. Anna Huang, born in China on June 7, 1951. Her family moved to the United States in February of 1955. Her parents own a restaurant. Didn't Henry's parents also own a little restaurant of their own? Oh no, a grocery store. So a restaurant and a grocery store. They move in They move in. Okay. No other documents available. That's fine. How about it, Globos? We don't have much info on her, as if she's vanished without leaving a trace. Wait a minute. Isn't she writing in a diary right now? Computer, check the archives for the following keywords. Diary, adolescent girl, New York, 1960s, China. Yeah, let's just do a Google search real quick on those terms. I hope this won't be too embarrassing for her. Yeah. One result found, a diary. Yeah, it might be a little embarrassing, huh? But they each have their own buttons, so Anna and Henry. Invited to come watch TV at my place. I hope you'll come. Look, she glued a little note from her neighbor in her diary. Oh, that's nice. How cute. Henry invited Anna over. We'll get to see their first date. What's going on? Oh no, look what day it is. Their TV show is going to be interrupted by the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Broadcast live. Yeah. It's up to you to decide how you want this to impact Henry and Anna's relationship. I love the look, they're going to go on a date. Wait a minute. All right, sure. Let's go. Choose a folder. Oh, wait a minute. An assassination. Many ways to make the world a better place. Let's go. I feel like you just always choose USA. Like, we're just going to make it a better place by just making one person do one thing. What's Anna have, though? Oh, so cancel the date or ask him to stroll in the park. I don't know. Like, what? Notify the FBI anonymously. Notify Jackie Kennedy, the president's wife. I feel like notify the FBI might not... Like, notifying the wife might make something change, but the FBI, maybe not. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. What do you got for me? Review? What's happening? Please wait. President of the United States assassinated on live television. Yeah, I notify the FBI, and it just still happens. Americans witnessed the event in Dallas that ended up haunting them forever. Apparently, every American remembers that what they were doing when they heard the news. We should probably check in on Henry and Anna to see how they're doing. Yeah. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Our first moments alone will forever be tainted by those images. Henry Hellman during his session with the school counselor following the events in Dallas. Yeah. Dear Diary, I found my calling. I'm going into politics. So, I think it was the last time that I hung with Anna, where Anna says she's going into politics. Anna only wants to talk about politics. She's dreaming of becoming president. I just want to forget that awful day. Yeah. Hey, BW, here we go. The Earth is funny. Yeah. I mean, the little, like, expressions and dialogue. New conclusions detected. Looks like we found a new way to finish the assignment. Create the next president. They're talking about Anna. Considering the role of women in society, as well as Anna's background, that'll be a big challenge. Yeah, in the 60s? I don't know about that one. Maybe. I'll try. Yeah, let's try. Dear Diary, Mom says I'm too much of a dreamer, but her mom told her she was dreaming when she talked about going to the United States. And then this is Anna. My parents only care about my grades. They worked so hard, and here I am complaining, but it's impossible to get through to them. Yeah, that is tough. I think I have to have what it takes to take over the family business. Absolutely. Declaration of a very young Henry during the Hellman family company board meeting. I wonder, reminds me of Miss Minutes. I don't know if I've seen that one. I think of Misfortune. That's the only thing I can think of that's similar in name, but pardon me, excuse me. It makes me wonder, though, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be Anna that ends up being president. It could also be Henry. Like, if they're sort of going to on again, off again date, and then she's getting into politics, and he's going to be like a business owner or something, it's not impossible, even without a lot of experience. The firm's turnover has declined by 34%, while its profit margin fell by... Oh. So their company's kind of struggling. But I don't know. I mean, maybe. It's just like in the 60s, was it likely that a woman would be elected president in the U.S.? I'm not sure. I'm not sure in that environment how likely that would be. And there are two characters involved, but it also could be. I mean, like, we can change the course of history. So, or Dandy's World TV show. How should we get it? About what? Okay. I'm missing everything. Okay. I'm listening to jam and music and I can't follow. Choose a folder. There are many ways to make a world a better place. Launch the music channel MTV 20 years early, or widen access to VCRs. I feel like, well, if we're trying to get Anna elected super early, for example, then maybe like in the 70s, or maybe the 80s, launch the music channel MTV 20 years early would kind of propel us forward way fast. And like culturally, maybe. Let's try it. 80 million Americans have seen the Rockroach's new music video, Hey Dude. MTV has been breaking audiences records since it launched last month. From Loki, let's see. Oh, Miss Minutes from Loki. Oh, gosh dang it. Yeah, Vetras as well. Vetras was just saying Loki, and now you're saying Loki. Okay, so there must be some strong connection here. Or Dandy's World. Dandy's World is a video game about abandoned ink creations. Huh. I feel like abandoned ink creations makes me think of, what was that game with like Disney kind of characters that all like sloop into ink. Bendy and the Ink Machine is what I mean. Like, but I have to see these games. I haven't played them. All right. So MTV taking off. Rock and roll is having a worrisome effect on our nation's youth, who have been rejecting authority more and more each day. Is this really the America we want? Yeah. Okay, buddy. Richard Nixon, what a guy. Dear Diary, me, a housewife, as if. So what if my parents complain? I'll just turn up on the volume on my Walkman. Oh, classic. Oh, classic. Actually, before my time, but oh, classic. Let's see. Bendy and the Ink Machine? Yeah. I mean, like in terms of ink creations, Dandy's World. I haven't seen that one, but Bendy and the Ink Machine is very, very ink character-y. Live a different life than her mother's. Have her come across an ad for a job in the music industry or get a scholarship for a degree in political science. If I'm going for presidency, let's do it. Harvard University, holy cow. Merit scholarship goes to Anna Huang. Merit scholarship, nice. Henry has been spending time watching TV instead of doing his homework. Broadcast a Bob Dylan concert? Yeah, get into music. Everyone who watched it will want to start a band after a concert like that. Henry Hellman interviewed following the Bob Dylan concert. Let's do it. Choose a folder. Many ways to make the world a better place. Let's do... I just keep going to Anna, right? I want to focus on getting her into politics. Dear Miss Huang, we regret to inform you that your scholarship will only cover half tuition. Lacking funds, Anna is going to have to give up on her studies. So, come across a loan versus ads on TV. Ads on TV sounds like it pulls her in closer to Henry, potentially, and because MTV started early, there's a lot of people getting into TV really suddenly. Let's try ads on TV. For over 137 jobs with no success. System doesn't work. Discrimination is a reality that our country refuses to see. Interview with Anna Huang during an anti-discrimination march. Okay. So even if she didn't get any jobs from it, it seems like she's getting her name out there. So that seems good. Henry? In the 70s, right? That seems like it seems like a good setup. I have to write a song that resonates with people. Henry Hellman, aspiring musician. Write a song about his trauma. Song about the student protests. Yeah, write a song about the student protests. Wait, his trauma. Wait, isn't his trauma related to the president getting shot? Oh, that's tough. But student protests would be, yeah, huge right now, right? Wake Up, the revolutionary hymn that becomes a song of a generation. Yeah, cool. None of this would have been possible without my fellow activists, explains singer Henry Hellman. So they're both kind of politically focused. Huge student demonstration in major cities across the country. That's what I was thinking, anti-Vietnam. Because she's like, or I guess he's writing a song about like these protests. It makes sense. What do you got to say to me, Globos? Am I doing right? Students are taking to the streets. Nice. I guess I'm in peace and love, right? That's pretty good. Here we go. The government is struggling to recruit young people to send to Vietnam. Finance action war movies or education free for all army recruits. Action movies about the war makes me not so feel so good because that just convinces people that war good and this is like Vietnam protest time. I don't know if that's a good idea. Education free for all you could argue that it pushes people to go and try to pushes people into work. Both of them kind of do either way though. And I think education's probably my preference here. Let's try it. Every person who enlists will obtain funding for their studies. Seems right. In the form of a repayable loan. Wait, a repayable loan? Added more discreetly. Ah, I see. Either way, I guess. I mean, oh, wait. What does it mean? Implement of loans for those willing to go to war deeply divided the campus. Does that mean if you don't go to war, you don't get a loan? Could you just always get a loan anyway? Or maybe not at this time. I guess we didn't. Maybe society was different a bit. All right, interesting. What do you got to say, Globos? Less and less protesters outside, and more people in front of the Army recruitment office. I think either way it would have happened that way, yeah? Loaned. Not loaned. Don't loaned. All right. ABW. Push the lever in order to reach the next key junction. We're going from the 76 to 81. 1981. All right. Let's see what's up with Anna and Henry. I see their parents, but there's no trace of either Anna or Henry. Computer, what do you have to say on them? Tell me about Anna, every time. Campaign team intern for the Democratic candidate, salary $452. Yeah. That doesn't sound good. I want to thank all my fans, emotional comment from the young singer. Okay. What's going on? Intrusion detected in ABW's computer system. Have you ever wondered if you're really working for the good guys? Here we go. Yeah, the classic I work for the system, but does the system work for me? All right, not really. For us, whatever. Ever thought we have too have the power to influence your life? Unless, of course, you can do America a small favor. Not so much that, but it's kind of, yeah, there is this kind of like, are we doing the right thing or the wrong thing? Like, who is actually telling me to do this stuff? That sounds like a threat, doesn't it? Do America a small favor. What's that red dot on you? Pardon me? Red dot? I don't see a sniper. But I also can't look at my shirt, so I'll just have to trust you, I guess. Change a point in history. The Watergate scandal. Make it disappear without a trace. The Watergate scandal? President Richard Nixon resigns after revelation of his... What do I say? Resigns. More presidency for me. Resigns after revelations of his plot to wiretap his political opponents. Right. You will return home safe and sound in America better off than ever before. One in which Nixon never had to resign. Does anyone like Nixon at all? You agree to erase Watergate from history. Don't cave to political pressure. So I can either erase Watergate, or I can just erase Nixon. Right. I mean, I feel like erase Nixon, right? Get rid of the one who... Will this make them not shoot me? I mean, the problem would be I'm also got a red dot on me, apparently, but you can't do... Normal ABW procedure has resumed. We apologize for the unexpected interruption. Let's get back to business. What's up with Henry and Anna? Okay. I think crisis averted, potentially. Erasing Watergate. I don't know what exactly it would end up changing, but it doesn't sound like a good idea. Choose a folder. Let's go with Anna. Dear Diary. This year, I'll be celebrating Christmas with my family in New York. I'm just scared that no matter what path I choose, my mother will never be proud of me. Dear Diary, I wasn't expecting to be so nostalgic going back to the neighborhood where I was born. I passed by the grocery store. Nothing's changed. Oh, wait, that means they'll be in the same neighborhood. True. Maybe they get back together. Now or never, we got to try something. Let's do it. Right. 1983. Without realizing it, Anna and Henry are both in New York. Have them be in the same location or have them never see each other again? Okay, same location. Easy. They're on the same sidewalk. They're gonna... Why isn't she stopping? And why isn't he running after her? Uh-oh. Henry? I ran into Anna today in town. She recognized me and then quickly looked away. I guess it's because of that awful day in 63. Seems like the trauma of their date, watching Kennedy's assassination, really left a mark. What if he wrote a song about his trauma? Would he have maybe gotten past it somewhat and been able to talk to her? Or I guess she didn't talk to him though, right? Please wait. Push the lever to reach the next key junction. I'm gonna jump forward a few years and see how they end up. I mean, I feel like Anna's pretty well set up to do well in politics. And then Henry's pretty well set up to do well in music, right? And here we are, back in our own time. 2024. Sort of. Don't worry, as long as we complete our assignment, ABW is happy. Henry Hellman live? Okay. That looks like good music times. Maybe we get a musician in the family. Singer Henry Hellman to receive an honorary Eddie. The singer who's toured with the biggest and the brightest will receive the award for his friend and mentor, Jimi Hendrix. Oh, from his... Oh, wow. Jimi Hendrix. That's cool. What do you got? Jimi Hendrix is still alive? Oh, wait. Yeah. What his new album sounds like. Yeah, it's 2024. I Miss You, Anna. Henry Hellman's melancholic single has hit platinum. But who is Anna? Poor Henry. Well, hey, the most important thing is that he has an extraordinary life, right? Sure. So what's up with Anna? Presidency, presidency, presidency. Being mentioned as a contender for upcoming election. Wait, actually? Or president of the Central Park Residents Association.
Really?
For a minute there, I saw us promoted up to the next floor. Don't say that. Rotten machine, I bet you did that on purpose. Dear Diary, I don't think I can sit through another Christmas dinner only to be judged by everyone for my failed career. I'd rather just give up and leave.
Huh?
This can't be happening. She can't end up a drifter. Drifter. Create a musical icon, though? Make someone extraordinary? I got 5,000 points. Make someone into a drifter? I get 0 for that, though. Okay. So what now? Business icon, cinema icon, and president. I was really trying to get her to be president above all else, but I guess he did do well in music. Business icon would be like forgetting the music and focusing on career. Cinema icon would be, I don't even know. And then president. I don't know what more I could do for president. It wasn't the best ending. You also managed to get the worst ending at the same time. True. But the important thing is our promotion. Hurry up and get your stuff. The next floor is waiting for us. Okay. I mean, I'd love to get like president and stuff like that and try to like work through all these, but let's see. Yeah, I'd like to see let's see a little bit more of the game. Let's try to go up another floor. Yeah. I think it'd be cool to explore and try to get all the endings and everything, but I suppose that, you can try it out for yourselves if you're watching after the fact, or maybe I'll come back to it as well, but welcome to second floor. But I want to see like I feel like it's just going to be a repeat of the same things where I'm trying different varieties. Which is the game, Hardly see the people down there. Oh, I'm higher up. Right. On the second floor. Manager's going to give us an assignment with some real historical stakes for sure. I can feel it. Played the initial demo for this game. Kind of loved it, though it felt a little too scripted. Improved global nutrition. Okay. Though it felt a little too scripted. The Steam reviews were filled with people complaining about the use of an AI voice for Globos. I did see they claimed to have solved the AI problem for the 1.0 release. Solved by removing Globus's voice. Oh, maybe they did. That's a good point. I'm not sure. I haven't followed it in that way, so it's interesting to hear about. Yeah, she doesn't seem to have much of a voice, but this might also... I think I was sent a key, so I don't know if this is like the official 1.0 or not, but... Super chatty. She talked a lot. Yeah, Globus is talking via text and just making little funny sounds each time, so... She doesn't not communicate at all noise-wise, but definitely not like the not the rattling off. Global cuisine deserves better than the powerful, ultra-processed food industry ruling it today. Give humanity's health a boost by improving nutrition. I don't think I would mind her just rattling away, but I suppose I can see people are frustrated by that. So we're getting rid of junk food. Not exactly what I was expecting. But look at the bright side. If we do a good job here, I bet we'll eat better at the ABW cafeteria. That is, you'll eat better. I mean, it's going to be a good thing for people to spend a bit more time at farmers markets and a bit less at fast food restaurants, right? Yeah, my whole idea here is to try to get people to not eat at fast food restaurants. That's going to be challenging. But hey, how you doing, Hoos? I mean, I appreciate you coming around very much. I was really getting a kick out of watching your videos on Alien. I don't know which Alien game it was, but one of the Aliens games. Very cool, very cool. Especially the intros. I mean, the intros were just like super, like the first one especially was super funny. And then the second one, yeah. Anyway, enjoyed kicking through those. And then today I did 3 games before this one, and then now I'm doing this one. In between that, I sent viewers over to Scarlet, and kind of they came back to me now. So it's been a bit of an experiment in terms of rating and just playing a lot of, but anyway, a lot of CWF games here is the point. Tomorrow I'm taking off, so I wanted to have more today. Having fun with it. It's called Aliens Dark Descent. Right. Yeah, I honestly, I'm looking around. Nice. Hey, I appreciate you. Yeah, what was I going to say? With Aliens, I remember I watched someone play like Alien Isolation, I think, but back and forth with our viewers. Yeah, right. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got to give ourselves a boost to some health, and I can respect this. I appreciate it. Head to the very beginning of New York City. Let's do it. Back to the future. No. Every time I do that, okay? I'm sorry. I've got to say it. It's compulsory. Hold up. Where'd the city go? Oh, right. Silly me. NYC didn't exist yet. Yeah, not another dinosaur. Give me a sec. Just got to update my database real quick. Computer, show us the possible ways to complete our assignment. 4 routes. Senegalese? 4 cultures have been selected as potential options. And I've got to warn you, you'll be figuring out all this out at a time in history that's rather complicated. Okay. Anyway, let's get to it. I mean, 1450, I can't say that I know that much about it, to be honest. But, okay, the Senegal, India, Mayan, and like French. Okay, sure. France. False. Welcome to 1450. Choose a folder. Mayans, the French, the Indian. Does it matter the order that I choose? Let's go Senegal. And I don't, unfortunately, of all these, really, I don't think I know almost anything about Senegal, so it's going to be interesting. About altering U.S. history through possible sinister way was in part funded by the French government. I found that out at least as fascinating as the game itself. Huh. That is interesting. From the 16th century onward. I mean, honestly, they could tell me something in here, and I would just be like, okay, I guess that's true. Yeah, because I really don't know much about like Senegal, or the 1450s, or 1526 either. I'm lacking in all these areas. 16th century onward, the transatlantic slave trade wrenched thousands of Africans from their homelands to the Americas. Do I incite a revolt on the slave ships or rally the Mayan people against the enslavers? Well, if my goal is to try to make fast food less likely, I don't know. I don't know what's better here, but I guess the Mayans, like, existing longer and having power to an extent might have... Wait, also... homelands to the Americas. So on the way I can stop it, or when they get there I can stop it, right? Let's try rallying the Mayans. Senegalese and Mayans together for freedom. So let's tie in some different countries. Confirm the deployment of troops, right? Thanks to our friends across the Atlantic, we continue to grow stronger. Soon will come the day where all Europeans who try to capture us will pay with their blood. Great. I mean, in fairness, I guess I can't blame you at all, really. That's how it goes, especially in the 1500s, right? Mayan Empire, India, France. Well, let's go to Mayans now then, if they're kind of now being tied in. But that makes me think maybe the order does matter, because if I choose Senegal first and have them tie in with the Mayans, then now when I choose the Mayans in a similar time zone, am I not making choices that are affected by that first choice? Christopher Columbus sailed to the Americas, which were quickly and violently colonized by Spain. Rally Columbus to the Mayan cause or sink the ship? Sink the ship? I don't really know. Yeah, like, okay, rallying them to the cause still means you're being kind of led or in some way controlled or having a high position of power for someone from this other country. So maybe if I allow different countries to develop without having control over each other. Now, this was in the demo, by the way. This is great stuff. Queen of Spain, of our three... So was the demo just maybe the first floor, and then like this is the second floor, just having Henry and Anna? Oh, Queen of Spain, of our three caravels, only a single one shall return to our homeland. Christopher Columbus is dead, our dreams of Spanish expansion along with him. Okay. Give thanks for the Spanish. Because of their failure, we are the first to step foot on American soil. The first king of England to also rule South America. It is a little... I don't know if music's going to kick back on, but I guess I'll have my music in the background a little bit, just to be, have a little something to kick to. Give thanks to the Spanish because our failure, we are the first to step foot on American soil. Oh, the English instead of the Spanish? Okay. And then we have France and India. Let's go... It was Henry and Anna. Yeah. I mean, that part's super, super cool as well. Speaking of Henry, Henry VIII. Good guy. On the 15th century, the Empire controlled India. Vasco da Gama opened the sea routes to India. I feel like I'm going to pronounce so many things so wrong. Allowing the Portuguese to profit from Indian goods. Spark an Indian rebellion targeting European ships or have the French sail faster. So if the... profit from Indian goods. Have the French sail faster? Indian rebellion. Okay. Let's try Indian rebellion. Europeans have been forced to retreat. Europeans want our goods, they'll have to deal with us. Because if I'm thinking about like modern day, if I could, there's like two options. There's one where you'd like super try to slow down industrialization so that by the time 2020, we're basically like 2024 is equivalent to like, I don't know, 1920 or something. Just like try to push it back as long as possible. And another where maybe somehow you make it so that like there's a culture that really likes homemade foods. But like the problem with that, I think, is if we're trying to stop fast food is just a result of society growing so large that convenience becomes, massively important and so populated, right? I don't know. Europeans have been forced to retreat. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I'm not sure how it's going to want me to go about this. Want our goods, they'll have to deal with us. Neither the French nor the English would be able to get rich trading India for spices. Computer, how much money are we talking about here? Losses are estimated at 200 million euros. I think the system's timing out because of that really, really big number, which in today's money would translate to error. Yeah. Right, 200 million would be an understatement. I mean, at the time, though, it's funny when you look back, like, even 100 years at... Because this is 1499, but if you look back, like, 100 years at money and the value that it would have now, or, like, then you go 200 years, 300, it's like, it's so insane. I don't know if it's perfectly accurate to just look at it that way, because obviously, like, things like if you owned a house at one point in time, you were, like, a whole different level of wealth than like owning a house now, right? Almost no matter what the house is, not completely, but up to a point. So it's not perfectly one-to-one, but it's crazy how much money has changed in value over time. Compared against this, it's just like, it'd be hard to even imagine. $200 million, or even, 200 million euros. What does that even mean? Okay. As the 100 Years' War against England raged on, France had fallen behind in the Age of Discovery. Joan of Arc, a young peasant girl who faced voices, offered to help the King of France. And I don't know, the second thing is, I don't know history. I don't know much about this. So stop her or put her in charge of the whole army. She hears voices. Help the King of France. I'm going to stop her because it seems like keeping France and England away from other people seems like it's helping me. Historically, she was put in charge of it. So I'm going to not do it because I'm trying to change things. Okay. Crowd during Joan of Arc's trial, brought about by the King of France, killed a heretic. I don't love this, though, at the same time. Article 1, Charles the Seventh, the King of France, concedes defeat and accords the region of Bordeaux to the English crown. Treaty signed between France and England. A treaty is signed between France and... Okay, that's not good for me. Maybe I should have let them fight, I guess. Maybe it's not good for me. Maybe it is. I don't know. Your fine food and riches forever English. Farewell. Okay, your fine food and riches forever English. Charles VII's memoir on the Treaty of... Oh, yeah, because France and England would have been fighting. And maybe them fighting is good. Maybe them making an alliance is not. Uh-oh. A tough one for France, losing the region that makes their most famous wine. But I feel like... careful. It's possible that by helping out the English, the winner will end up being junk food. But maybe you're playing 3D chess here. Well... because France is inevitably going to have a revolt because of their leadership. So maybe no matter what, they'll kind of push themselves away. But treaties, I don't know, maybe not. Push the lever. Let's do this. Let's get going to the 17th century, when you all finally got it in your heads that planet Earth is round. Could you even imagine if it was flat? Yeah, this is what I liked about the game, making fundamentally different choices. If I recall correctly, though, every decision made me think, well, that worked out far worse than I expected. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I really don't know, because I don't know the history maybe or what, but I don't know how this is going to go. Oh, yeah, just keep the music going. I'm going to say, do I hear more music? Let me lower it down just slightly. Okay. What do we got? Welcome to the 1600s. There are many ways to make the world a better place, because I feel like by the time it gets into the area of history that I'm obviously more familiar with than modern history, I might have made like some unchangeable mistake, and now it's like, well, they're dropping nukes on everyone. We've taken back control of our land. Senegal shall become the greatest empire the world's ever seen. Or they're dropping fast food from the sky, like in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but if McDonald's was advertising it. The first former slave turned first empress. We've taken back control of the land. Senegal shall become the greatest empire the world has ever seen. Tricky. Must become more powerful if we wish to survive. We can expand trade with the Americas, or we can colonize the islands in the Mediterranean Sea. From Senegal? Trade with the Americas. But the Americas are the Mayans right now. No, the Americans are the English. It does seem like English and French is like French fries and Borgar right now a little bit. And so maybe don't work with... But there's also the Mayans who are in the Americas. And colonize doesn't make me feel good. Can I switch? Let's switch. To all the city-states, our empire is in crisis. More and more English ships are arriving every day, plundering our land and stealing the resources that allow them to amass even more power. This is the Mayan Empire. Okay. Find a way to stop the English. Incite a revolt against the English or propose an alliance with the French. Revolt against the English because... Wait, but if I have an alliance with the French, but the French are already allied with England, so I can't really do that now. Maybe not. Oh, oops. I don't know. Did I do bad? Only just managed to extinguish the embers of this revolution, which was far more dangerous than we thought. Elizabeth I, Queen of England, after the English repression of the minor revolt. So they just win. They win maybe because France allies with them. Despite France's current financial struggles, Louis the 14th still wishes to start construction on the Palace of Versailles. Make the palace twice as big or stop construction? So if I make it twice as big, they'll have a revolt. If I stop construction, they might maintain control, right? Make it twice as big. Storm the palace, yes. The end justifies the means, all right. Demanding bread. The rights of man and of the citizen. But this is how it happened normally, so does that mean Borgor? Or no Borgor? King Louis XIV shall renounce some of his powers under the new constitutional monarchy. Okay. Luxurious French meals that brought about the downfall of the French king. That's why we must ban their decadent cuisine. No! I was supposed to keep them alive. Oh. Wow, yeah. Mistakes were made. Become too dependent on English merchants selling our goods in Europe while taking large commissions. Open Indian trading posts or propose a trade alliance with the French. Indian trading posts. I don't know. I think we just keep pushing away the French and the English. Secret of success of Indian spices, the first serving is free. But also, aren't all the outcomes supposed to be like this type of food, this type of food? So shouldn't I want like one specific country to do well? Maybe just towards the end, I'll try to shift into that. I'm not sure. It seems like India is doing pretty well in terms of this. Spices could won over the French elite. But then won't they just use the spices in fast food? Am I crazy? The secret to my fortune? Each spoonful costs a little more than the last. European economies weakened by trade deficit. Each day we grow more and more dependent on Indian goods. Okay, so maybe we try to make Indian food win out. We must have become more powerful if we wish to survive. Colonize, expand, trade. Trade sea. What about like, okay, let's do it. Colonize. Because I feel like opening trade, I can't go to the English. And colonization happened all the time, right? So it's terrible. Senegal has conquered the islands of the Mediterranean. Carthage once controlled Sicily. Time for Africa to take back what is rightfully ours. Interesting. With France weakened, it was easy for Senegal to take the islands. Right. Okay. Is this good? Does this mean I get to have food? That is good. Computer wants us to jump forward in time. It's just hard to tell where it's going to lead. Create a world where fast food is curry and spicier. That's a win for all humankind. Okay. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Because fast food right now is basically as restricted as possible to convenience. And so, or like, mass production. What? I'll tell you something about Taco Bell, though. Not only did I work there and I have a lot of negative feelings towards it, but also I can't help myself. It's so good. How can these two things exist at once? My mental dissonance, my brain shatters into left and right. And both of them like Taco Bell's food, and both of them hate the way it's made, huh? There are many ways to make the world a better place. Sure, let's do it. Dear Diary, will she make it to our date today? I was picking up. I know it's so good. I can't help. Yeah, I know, right? By seeing what Henry orders, we'll be able to figure out which type of cuisine is on tap. But like, have you ever had Moe's before? Computer, show us restaurants. Oh no, everything has English chips in them. This is a one-way ticket to junk food for sure. I also worked at a Moe's. We want more healthy food, not more fried food. I'm basically, what's the term for like, I'm basically a master appropriation. So I worked at Taco Bell and then I worked at, hotels and things between, then I worked at Moe's. And I would say both of these, like Moe's is way more fresh food, my perspective, and also just seeing it happen. Okay. Moe's is way fresher in terms of food. In terms of flavor though, like the Chipotle ranch at Taco Bell, I think is a little better than Moe's. And not that theirs is bad though. Not that theirs is bad. I mean, anyway, not wrong about Taco Bell. It's one of the fundamental paradoxes of life. Yeah, it's a challenge. Sausage and chips, fish and chips, burger and chips. Let's not have that. Take me back. Take me back. There's still time to change this future. Let's head to 1800. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Temporal jump. Yes. 1800. Yeah, I feel like as well, there's this thing of like newness, because I have the app for Taco Bell, which I just should delete it. I should just delete it, okay? But every once in a while, I'm like, oh, look, the symbol. I'm like marketing, you know? And then it's like, well, I wonder if they have anything new there. And then I want to see, like, if they have something new, I have to try something new. You know, I'm not just gonna order it for the fun of ordering it. I mean, maybe sometimes, but usually not, unless I'm like having that type of a day. But that's rare. Okay, it's rare. But then they have a new thing, and it's like, what if it's good? What if it's like the best thing I've ever had? Choose a folder. Many ways to make the world a better place. I say as I try to rid it from our societies right before your eyes. More for me and none for thee. Senegal. Let's do it. Inauguration of the rail line out of Dakar, the very first to be built on the African continent. Route the line to France or to India. Oh, wait, you? What do you got for me? Oh, so it is. A rail line. Quite the detour, but we're also quite the show of force. Oh, yes. Okay. Inauguration of the rail line out of Dakar in Africa. Very first to be built on the African continent. Route to France or route to India? Okay. India, right? We're just consistently... India is our number one right now. New Silk Road is born. The journey by train will last around 12 days and seal the friendship between Senegal and India. Fantastic. Train is super close. Yes. Are you seeing all that pollution outside? Great. Thanks, Earth. I'm glad you like it too. Let's go for India. End of the world, risk detected. Super important alert. Sometimes changing history can bring about the end of the world. Kind of like a dead-end timeline. One of our missions at ABW is to find and archive these timelines and stop them from actually happening. Clearly something going on in India that we shouldn't mess with right now. Let's keep tabs on it. Sure. Yeah, I'll do my best. Let's go... I don't know how this is going so far. Okay, undo that. Go Mayan Empire. England has started constructing a highway that will link South America to the Atlantic Ocean. PST is Pacific. Okay, so Atlantic must be, that one's to the east. Yes, because westward expansion going towards that way, which is where the PST is, which is Pacific. Okay, so between highway that will link South America to the Atlantic Ocean, facilitate the transport of natural resources. So you can go straight from South America. Wait, aren't they? My brain isn't built for this. Okay, I'm terrible at geography. I once drew a map when I was in middle school, first day of 6th grade, and people don't change, so I'm still exactly this way. No, but it was crazy though. We got in and the teacher is like, without looking at any maps, without seeing any influence, I want you to draw a map of the world. And I was so not prepared for that. I was always bad at geography, but it was like and I've gotten a little better now, I think, I hope, I'd like to imagine. But like, I drew basically the US, right? Because that's where it all is. And then I drew kind of so you've got Canada above. I knew Canada was above, but I wasn't sure if Canada was maybe also below, you know? So my idea was like, maybe Canada kind of loops around like a C. You know, Canada starts with a C. Anyway, it was a disaster. I literally, like, everyone turns their stuff in. I got like made fun of in front of the whole class for my understanding. So just so you have a little bit of a heads up about how little I understand this. Connecting Chile to the eastern edge of Brazil. Okay, right, because it seems like we're not going so far, maybe. I mean, I guess it is far. It's a massive continent, but I mean, like in my brain, I think of the size of oceans and and South America. I don't know. Construction of the trans. So are you saying Atlantic Ocean kind of ends at the very top, like higher up than I'm imagining? Maybe. I'll have to look at it after. Trans-Amazonian highways destroying the Amazon rainforest, prioritizing transporting resources to England or sabotage construction. Highway is destroying the Amazon rainforest. Yeah, sabotage construction because we're just trying to keep England down just forever. We'll see how that goes. Numerous attacks by Mayan militants were the last straw for the highway that was supposed to supply the rest of the world. Amazon breathes again. 10 years after the construction was halted, Mayan people began their relentless efforts to restore the forest. The Amazon has returned to its former glory. That sounds good. Steam engine revolution. But that's kind of the thing is like, everything that I'm doing that's kind of like it makes sense to try to stop a certain amount of evolution. Like I don't know which side, or not evolution, but you know what I mean, like societal growth. I don't know which side of it I should be pushing more for, like French style dining cars or electric train. Like electric train is where my brain is like, okay, well if you just keep this is basically we're just gonna make things faster and better and whatever. Where this one's like, we're gonna make things nicer and more unique and specific. And if I think of fast food as being just like improving efficiency constantly, and yeah, and then I guess like home meals as being like improving quality. Maybe. 7-course meals are not suitable for rail travel. A total flop. Well, I'm trying here. Atlantic Ocean runs along the eastern seaboard, okay, of the North America, Mexico, and all of Southern America. Pacific is the western side of those. Atlantic is the between the Americas and Europe and Africa. Okay. Western side. Yeah. But then, like, if you were but like South, when they say connecting South America to, and isn't South America like hitting both sides, or am I? Like that's kind of why I'm confused. Like, or unless maybe it means like we're going all the way. Okay, maybe it just means we're going all the way left to right, like east to west or whatever. We'll have an entire train, because I'm like imagining if I were to connect, like earlier we had connecting Dakar to Senegal or maybe to India. And I'm like, okay, I can see like you'd have a train going up there from just like anywhere within this to up here. But in this case, we're saying to go all the way across, maybe? I don't know. Much more practical and inventive. English ships have won the hearts of traffic. I'm trying. So if I made the electric train, would it somehow have been better than trying to make French train? Do you think a world exists where everyone could see the benefits of long French meals? Apparently not. Actually, wait. French train bad because French and English are both bad, right? In this case? So them flopping is probably okay. Pacific is on the western side, Atlantic is on the eastern side. They're running a train from Pacific to the Atlantic. Oh, across South America. I see. Maybe I just misread it. I was thinking he was saying from South America to the Pacific, and I was like, well, that already is connected to the Pacific, but I guess, yeah, from Atlantic to Pacific across South America makes sense. Okay. Temporal jump. So we go from the 18... that went so poorly for me, I feel like. But so maybe electric train would have been good there because it would have improved like the speed of different things, but also we already have trains now built in some good locations, where instead I tried to do the French thing. That flop of the English thing worked instead. And no electric train means... I don't know. Yeah. Means less likelihood for this to work out for me somehow. I spoke too soon. World-ending timeline. Clarify the nature of the threat. India. Non-violence is the weapon of the strong. I mean, I feel like I'm mostly doing good. I feel like I definitely should have chosen electric train there instead of French, because I forgot that, well, the French aren't the English. They are still, I guess, European. And so in this case, like, it's European influence that maybe pushes really for fast food. Non-violence is the weapon of the strong, and the atomic bomb is for deterring those who try to deviate from it. Yeah, that's our current position. I think, yeah, like that's the nuclear umbrella concept. Gandhi, Indian political leader, in his speech to the world on the Indian atomic bomb. What? Since when has India had nuclear weapons? Okay, I mean either the nuclear umbrella or just the concept of if at least two people have it, there is no like, then violence doesn't have to happen. If just one person has it, of course, then it would, I guess. India has historically supported the sciences made wealthy through commerce. They have been able to make a decisive technological lead over other global powers. Okay, that doesn't explain why Gandhi decided to toughen up his pacifism. Yeah, why? An illustrious career in political activism, Gandhi was elected president on the promise of using the atomic bomb to finally bring about world peace for good. Okay. G7 orders India to renounce all atomic research or else face heavy political, economic, and military reprisals. But what are you gonna do if they actually get one? Like, who's gonna stop them? I'm sorry, but like, that's the problem. That is the problem. That like someone needs to. This was the whole thing. This was the whole thing with I guess this is what the Soviets versus like you need to have. If one person has it, like what are you gonna do? First they ignore you, then they mock you. So you launch an atomic bomb at them, and you win. What a statement. This is Gandhi. This is where I said, well, that worked out poorly. Gandhi threatening us with an atomic bomb. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Well, you try to do one good thing, huh? Oh no, look at the sky. The army's just declared a war. Really gonna do it? Oh, wait, declared the bombs are gonna drop? Worlds is the problem. The atomic bomb is the solution. Yeah, this is a little crazy, right? I mean, okay, not just a little crazy, but like, wasn't his point earlier that the atomic bomb brings about peace? Like, the fact that it exists could bring about peace, but I guess arguably, even if we believe that, it did have to be used before people were like, oh wait, this thing is actually so horrible that we just can't. Like everyone has to either basically bow down to whoever has one or work with them somehow. Assignment cancellation scheduled. No, computer, we can still save this assignment. Yeah, please. Please restart the assignment. Do something already. All right, let's do it. Spread knowledge of nuclear weapons to other countries, which is what happened, right? Or, well, I mean, not with Gandhi, I guess. Threaten to erase Gandhi from history. This is what happened, and I figure it goes the same way this way. At least we can postpone the death of everything. G7 would like to inform India that we also have atomic technology, will not hesitate to retaliate. Did you really just give atomic bomb to the whole planet? I mean, I didn't say the whole planet, but I guess it could be. Now that we can all destroy each other, we no longer have reason to do so. From the smallest to the strongest, peace is now a reality for everyone. Okay. Okay. They talked each other out of it. That was risky, but it worked. So if I threatened to destroy him, maybe wouldn't it kind of be the same though? Because I would be saying like I have this version of a bomb, but I guess it's just Gandhi I'd be threatening. I probably can't destroy all of India or whatever. I don't even know what I'd be threatening to do at that point. Push the lever in order to reach the next key junction. Jeez. Jeez, Gandhi. Hey, take a chill pill. This is the... Don't be like Gandhi. Eat a Snickers. I think Henry's still waiting for someone to eat lunch with him. You become Gandhi when you're hungry. What am I doing? 2024. Henry? Wait, Henry? Pardon me? Still down for lunch today? To A. That's probably Anne, right? Computer. Identify who that number belongs to. I think I have an idea. ABW. Number is blocked. That's odd. It's almost like our system is blocking it out. Whatever. We'll figure it out later. For now, we've got to focus on our assignments. Yeah. Shakespeare's head? That seems like a good sign, maybe. Isn't that a very European name? Improve nutrition. Yes. Fish and chips. Burger. We got to do better. You're so right. Cannot have burger. Okay, 1948. Wow, am I getting any closer? I don't know if I am getting any closer. I'm not sure. Fish and chips and burger, it seems like it's still mostly the same. But I guess it's not the Americanized burger. It's Europeanized burger. Welcome to 1948. The world is recovering from the violence of World War II. There are those who have to feed their growing populations, and those seeking to consolidate their strength in a world of changing power dynamics. 90% of the time, we fail to avoid a global conflict in the 20th century. Perhaps it's the echo of crimes of centuries past, or the culmination of modernity. Or maybe the desire for self-destruction is just in your genes. I feel like I'm doing good. Who knows? Someone else will figure all that out. All right. Oh my gosh. The ABW button isn't supposed to light up right now. It's got to be a bug. Whatever you do, do not press that button. Stop that. You'll get us in trouble. I'm sorry, okay, but don't press the button. I feel like they should make a game called that and have a big red button in it. Okay. The end of the war. It's time for a better world. The Clockmakers Collective has started research into technology capable of destroying or correcting history and erasing humanity's greatest mistakes. Yeah. Like erasing Richard Nixon from history. That's what I do. Wait, is that actually the start of this? Yeah. A machine that can change history. If we combine our knowledge, we can make it happen. The funny thing, though, with if you delete Nixon from history, then you don't have someone, I guess you don't have at least the same person who wiretapped and got caught. But what if other people wiretap and they don't get caught? The worst outcome might be that someone, that we have that stuff happen and no one ever really even knows. So, I don't know. Machine that can change history. If we combine our knowledge, we can make it happen. Report from the first Clockmakers meeting. Messing with time is it's complicated. It isn't failure that frightens me, but our possible success in bringing such a machine into existence. The responsibility required would be unfathomable. Okay. Let's make a pact. If we succeed, someone in the future will read these sentences. All we have to do right now, therefore, is wait until someone gives us a sign. And if there is no sign, that means it didn't work. Oh, this is, tricky. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is exactly what this is, but when playing a different game with time travel, there was what was it called? It's like a term for an item. Oh gosh. Okay, wait. Hold on. Time travel item that exists in all timelines, maybe. Let's see. Bootstrap paradox, Jin particle. That's it. The Jin particle. So there's this idea in time travel where, and I don't think this is quite the same, but there's this idea in time travel where like I exist and then my dad gives me a watch, let's say, when I'm young. And I put in this watch and I really like this watch, I really care about it. It means a lot to me. So I hold on to it. Eventually I invent time travel and I go back in time to when my dad was younger, and before I was even born. And I meet him, and he had told me maybe when I was a kid that he had been given a watch, gifted it by someone maybe that mattered to him. So I go back in time and I meet my dad, and I eventually, like, whatever happens, I give him this watch. And now he has this watch, he puts it on, he really likes it. And when he has a kid and grows older, he gives it to the kid, and then endlessly this watch is just existing in time. But if, like, it's this weird thing where it's like, that watch shouldn't really exist, because how did it exist in the first place? It just always exists. It's sort of a paradox, or the Jin particle. It's that's the concept. I think in Back to the Future it was used as like, there's like a song that Marty plays or has this group of musicians play, and like he goes back in time and has them play that song because he liked it when he liked this older song. But then actually that song, that was them writing the song. That was the first iteration of it, right? So that's the Jin particle. This might be a little different, but like this idea that this was in like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, for example. Like this idea existed where you say like, okay, in the future, I'm going to remember, I have to remember to put a key under the pot, like under this vase. Okay. And then you look under the vase and there it is, right? Johnny be good. And so like this idea where where this key exists in this location because you remember to put it there, but you're making it happen by convincing yourself and making sure you remember in the future. But it's like, okay, without the key, you couldn't have gotten in and succeeded. But the idea is that whatever thing succeeds or fails, you will go back in time. So let's say you don't have the key, and therefore whatever mission you're on fails, and then like everything's kind of sucks. But then you go back in time and like you go either forward in time or whatever, you find the key, you go back in time, you place it there. And now it makes it so that no matter what happens, you will always find that key there, because you will have always put it there at some point in time, whether things go one way or the other way. I don't know if you call that a Jin particle, but that's kind of what they're talking about here. Or worse, we destroy the future and thus this world. I like, these ideas, time travel. Not that I'm like a super nerd for time travel, but like some of that stuff is super, I don't know, it's interesting. I don't understand Jin particles fully, but I think I do understand that other idea, assuming you could guarantee that you'd have time travel in the future somehow. Warn them of the gas leak or do nothing. Waiting for a signal from you. Warn them. It's just me, or did the heater turn? So like in this case, if I don't warn them, then they end up dying, and then this never exists and we have a paradox. But because I do warn them, I'm basically giving them the key under the vase in this situation to make sure that in the future I will exist, I guess. Just me, or did the heater turn way up all of a sudden? Open the window. Hey, doesn't it smell like gas in here? It's thanks to you that ABW exists. Can you believe it? And there it is. There it is. Look at your face. That was just a loyalty test we give all new recruits. Yeah, it probably wouldn't have actually changed anything. Maybe. By trying to interfere with the events involving ABW, you have ignored the instructions given by Globos. That's right. Now you know to always listen to me. Either way, you couldn't have just destroyed ABW like that. The company has a number of protective systems designed to prevent systemic redundancies. And I bet you could, like killing your parents, for example. But I'm thrilled you chose to save ABW. Oh, thanks. I mean, yeah, I guess you could, because you could basically, like, if you invent time travel, you could just do a million things to make sure that no one will ever interfere. You could have so many systems. You'd have to have so many systems set up to make sure that no time travel will ever stop you from inventing it at that point, and just work forward from there, or even back, I guess. Yeah, it'd be like impossible, but you'd have all the time in the world, right? By trying to interfere with events involving ABW, you have ignored the instructions given by Globos. All right, Senegal, India, France. Let's do Senegal. Overrun by fish and chips. Oh, this is a disaster. So, can't be summed up in a single dish. McCafe for your employees' lunch break, or Theo Beyond family. I can't. Baudien, I don't know, family for young and old alike. Just going to try my best in every way to just push for food that we will all agree and eat, that it's not McDonald's. People in the Americas and India are loving it. There's something for everyone. Nice. Says, okay, for young and old alike. Yeah, we get some advertising for it out here in the wild. And then France. Government decided to continue wartime food rationing. And for France, I need to remember that France is not the one I want to boost. As French agriculture struggles to recover, more and more international products are taking over French shelves. Retain control over our food supply. I don't know. Okay, if I stop importing international food, then there's less food around. But if I give international dishes a French twist, what if it becomes popularized and then we have... I guess French food isn't necessarily... Yeah, just being French doesn't make it... It's tough. It being French doesn't make it fast food necessarily, but I feel like France probably influenced fast food in some ways, and also their alliance with England makes it kind of weird here. I think we go for it though, because stop importing feels like we're closing off. We're closing off variety more than anything, and we're not in France right now, are we? But still. International dishes, French twist. Oh, it looks like there is music actually playing, so my music's kind of overlapping it. Okay, let's try this. A new French classic. Today's top chefs launched their glazed creation this season's culinary trend, French style. Yeah, okay, seems right. Chicken yassa, oh my gosh, I can't do it. I wonder how that'll turn out. Bergeon, okay. Bergenon, maybe. Chicken, meat, and wine sauce don't go well together. What's more, the French palate isn't quite ready for the spices of the original dish. What? Okay. With the French, you just can't make it happen. All right, here we go. Okay, still Shakespeare's head. Not loving that, but let's look at. Wait, bid you. I bid you adieu. I'm sorry, I'll be a little late. There's something important we have to talk about. What a mysterious person. That just makes this all the more romantic and exciting. Nice. As for the menu, our chances of succeeding or not here are becoming clearer and clearer. Yes. Nice. Burgers are ancient history. That sounds good. Wait, actually, only the chicken mafe. Wait, that's not macafe. That's mafe. Is that good for me? Maybe that's good. I think we're actually on the right track. This is our last chance. Just a short span of years to not mess it all up. Because I'm certain there's something you can do even at the very end to just have everything sweep the other way. Especially considering like going from 1950 to 2024. The more trips we take back, the worse. The more impact on the world around us. The closer we get to the limits of ABW's tech. Okay. Like I feel like from the 50s to 2024, you could definitely have a massive shift, like cultural shift worldwide. Because so much more globalization is going to happen during this time. All right. Global nutrition is facing numerous challenges. An unprecedented rise in population due to increased agriculture productivity. This is our last chance to do something. The end of the war has radically changed cuisine across the world. Fair? It's now or never. We can't let junk food win. Right. Let's do this. Many ways to make the world a better place. England. Oh, England. Okay. We actually, I think we haven't interacted with England yet. Wants to modernize their farming practices. Finance the development of new chemical fertilizers or promote organic farming. Organic farming isn't able to keep pace with modern consumption, but that's good because maybe black-eyed peas, the new potato. With the potato heading towards extinction, black-eyed peas grown mainly in Senegal seem to be the new viable alternative. The Meadows report warns of the dangers ahead for the planet. The UN has called an emergency summit to address pollution and its effects. System is running at 97% capacity. All right. World. Governments around the world are deeply divided on how to tackle global warming. Ban livestock farming or promote eating insects as a replacement for meat. Oh, gosh. If I ban livestock farming, does that just not work? Like I feel like so many of the things I've done where I'm like, well, technically, if this happened, everything would work out because there's not like there's no fast food that's like not meat. But the problem with that it's just not practical. Like it's like banning alcohol, right? Like you ban like prohibition or something. It just didn't work. So banning livestock farming as a whole in 1970, I don't know. Promote eating insects as a replacement for meat. I mean, promoting it's a different thing, right? Like people can choose to or not to, maybe. Okay. Ever since sausages were replaced with crickets, it just hasn't been the same. Anonymous consumer. English breakfast on the decline. Wait, the English breakfast on the decline worldwide. Okay. Canned caterpillars in tomato sauce, a worldwide success. Oh, it's freaking me out, dude. It's freaking me out. Originating in West Africa, the new canned food is currently being exported all over the world. I don't know if I could do that. Canned caterpillars and tomato sauce, I don't know if I could do that. All right. But that's not fast food. Malnutrition on the rise. How can we encourage healthier eating? Taking up the issue and is putting pressure on governments around the world to finally take action. Honestly, though, maybe insects. Okay, it's not my thing. Okay, that's not my thing. But at the same time, compared against like meat, maybe there's like red meat, for example, has a lot of stuff that messes with your heart. Like can be very challenging on your health. So comparatively, insects probably don't have a lot of those different potential problems. So maybe this is good. Running at 99% capacity. So like if I think about fast food, a lot of fast food is just like it's like an extreme version of the problems of red meat. It's very greasy, very oily. I guess insects aren't any of those things, hopefully. Choose a folder. Many ways to make the world a better place. Ban alcohol, ban fast food chains. Oh no. Oh, wait. What I just said about banning alcohol. Banning alcohol doesn't work. Banning fast food chains doesn't work. Right? So if I want fast food to boom, maybe I'd ban it. Oh, at the same time, though, fast food's already on the decline. Maybe? Now, let's ban alcohol, leave fast food as it is, and let's just, because the world's already in a good place. If I mess with fast food here, right? Imposed by the WHO has driven many English pubs out of business. Oh, feel like the 1920s again. Is that good? How are we supposed to make... Oh, but alcohol is used in fancy dishes. But also this is France. And France is more like England? I don't know. Push the lever in order to reach the next junction. Okay. I'm hoping... It's hard to follow. It's hard to say exactly how this is going to land. I just feel like the other alternative is almost just as bad. Welcome to 2024. Henry's lunch is up. Give me a sec. Downloading some lip reading software. Bidoo. And we're good. Let's see him. Yeah, I see him. Wish you could zoom. It says move around, but I can only, kind of scroll. All right. 2024. Many ways to make the world a better place. So Anna, what looks good to you? Hang on. She's going to decide what to eat. Perhaps a fancy non-fast food dish. I hope. I'll take the chicken yassa, please. That seems good. Okay. The world's now enjoying the delicious diversity of Senegalese cuisine. Don't mind if they do. Grown just about everywhere, black-eyed peas reduce famine worldwide. The plant feeds people while they wait for corn, wheat, or rice harvests. Bread, batter, stew anything. Wheat or corn can do, black-eyed peas can do too. UN by Macky Sall, President of Senegal. And Henry? There's something I have to tell you. Anna to Henry. Pardon? That's odd. Why isn't the assignment ending? Also, yeah, how old are they at this point? Weren't they born in the 50s? So they would be 70s, yeah? Or were they born in the 50s? Maybe not the 50s. Maybe like the 40s even. So maybe like 80 something. Somewhere in there. Because I know they were like, well, no, wait, but weren't they teenagers in the 50s? Or was that, no, that was she went to college in the 70s. So they probably are in their 70s or so. This is going to sound super weird, but risk of anomaly detected. Not now, machine. I'm getting the feeling that my life isn't really mine. Ooh, what was that? Wait, did she figure out they were messing with her life? I hope not. Let's try. Can I get these plates out of your way? Maybe something for dessert. The waiter. Let's go somewhere else a little more private. Oh my goodness. Avert your eyes, Globos. No. We have to know what they're doing, and they're gone. But let's look on the bright side. Senegalese cuisine is on top. Very nice. Okay, wait, actually very nice. Global nutrition. 10,000 points. Anything else from this? So, okay. I'm assuming fast food wins is this one, like Drifter was the last one. Then Indian, Mayan, French. What do you say? There we go. We finished the assignments. It's promotion time. It's promotion time. To be honest with you, I thought you would definitely be fired by now. I hear that. Seems like ABW is right to trust us. We're getting closer and closer to the very top. And what's at the top? Juicy assignments. Finally, some real complex issues. All right. Yeah, I figure now it's up to you. Do you want to go up a floor? I figure the way I'm going to do this is like, would you rather try out another cuisine? I figure I'm just going to I'm going to climb as long as if I win straight through each of these, then fair. But if I end up losing one of them, then we'll say, okay, that's a good place to call it. But if I beat this one all the way through, I feel like we're so close to the top, maybe that I'm willing to go a little further in. Because it's just, I'm really curious what's coming up. What kind of office is this? It's like some sort of closet. Yeah, where am I? Those aren't even windows. This seems like more of a punishment than a promotion. Are we in a data center? Welcome to the 3rd floor. All right. Yeah. Drop in employee productivity. Cause availability of windows. Drop in employee productivity. Yeah, sure. Windows will be covered until further notice. Oh, they're saying there's too many windows, and now we have no windows. Management would like to remind all employees that above all, our mission is of the utmost importance. Well, that's dramatic. I guess blocking your access to games on the computer wasn't enough. Right, enough talking. Let's check out our new assignment. Are you ready, computer? Improve the internet. ARPANET technology will allow us to communicate from computer to computer, even in the midst of nuclear apocalypse. Continuity plan for U.S. government in the event of direct confrontation with the USSR. Have you ever thought about how it's sometimes the smallest changes or chances that make history happen? Take Superman, for example. The dude lands smack dab in the middle of the... Superman wasn't real. I just want to throw it out there. He's adopted by a working class family, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. What if he landed 150 miles away in front of a rich family's house? Or ended up on the other side of the world in the USSR? I think there actually is a comic series about that. Would he have become a better person? I think it's the same... We change how it's all started. We should be able to easily make it better. Wait, is this Superman lands in the USSR time, or what's gonna? Okay, okay, USSR. Look at each. What's going on? Right back. I'm gonna head home real quick and then hop left. Okay, thanks very much, Scarlett. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Yeah, as we're kind of going here, actually, let me have. I need to make it so that so I got like this like tablet thing, which is awesome. I mean, I'm so excited for it because I can do my what I really wanted to be able to do is to do moderation on a separate screen, but have it like clicking off and whatever else is kind of a challenge. And also my computer was crashing from having just so much going on at once. I think it's a good computer, but like I think OBS and a game and like 4 different tabs and like it gets to be too much at a certain point. I think I also had a Discord all the time. I was like, okay, time to crash. So having a separate screen is important, but I haven't set it up right, so the screen just goes black, and then I just have no control. But I think it would be good to kind of keep an eye and see if there are people to raid at the end, just to make sure that, for you. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, but there might not be anyone that I follow right now. That's the tough thing is I maybe need to follow more people to be able to raid into. The American government plans on investing $1 million to fund the development of the ARPANET network. Unlimited budget or give up on the project? Investing $1 million from the... Okay. Unlimited budget? Let's try it. ARPANET budget is larger than that of NASA. Are we sure this is a good idea? The new frontier is cyberspace, declares U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson. Cyberspace. Were you promoted again? Indeed, I was. My boss just can't get enough of my brilliant ideas. What's my secret? The internet. Starting at $99 per month. So am I... Like, what am I trying to get here? Replace the internet with ARPANET. Yes. Okay, then I will lock down and none of that, 100%. All in on ARPANET being as strong as possible and destroying everything else. I may have hungry children and nothing left in the fridge, but I'm not stressed at all. What's my secret? The internet. Starting at $79 per month. Yeah. What do you do that gets your son to the top of the class all the time? Oh, nothing, really. What's my secret? The internet. Starting at $49 a month. What do you got? You got the internet into American homes 20 years early. That's got to make things better, right? USSR has halted the creation of a Russian internet network due to a lack of budget. Steal ARPANET technology or connect the USSR to the Americans' ARPANET. Connect it. Why did we decide to connect to the American technology? Let me explain. In the event of a nuclear apocalypse, we'll still be able to talk to each other and threaten each other, of course. Today marks the start of the KGB RusNet specialized surveillance branch. Berlin. Oh, I wonder if that was a mistake, because will we try to like restrict ARPANET because they have such a breach? The Berlin Firewall, a mighty electronic barrier, was put in place to filter out websites that dare to criticize the motherland. Nothing more. Vladimir, okay, sure. Yeah. Simply just controlling all of the online discourse for our country. USSR announces its dissolution after the fall of the Berlin Firewall. Thousands of internet users were flocked to free websites in the West. It's a historic moment, says a journalist. Yeah. First chat room where people in the East and West Germany can talk to each other. Yeah. Temporal jump. Let's do it. 1961 to 1970, or 69 to 71. The first jump is a small one. Okay. I can work with that. I can work with that, I think. Methinks. Temporal jump. Okay. Welcome to 1971. Okay. A better world. I like it. I like it even though... Oh, ARPANET. Okay, yeah. Very pretty. 1971. Let's try it. So, world... Yeah, let's do it. World. 64% of the population is now connected, creating the largest information highway humanity's ever known. We can talk to anyone now, people from all over the world. Isn't it marvelous? Can you even imagine all the conversations we can have? Our analyst estimates that, thanks to ARPANET, war will nearly disappear entirely within 10 years. I'm sure that will happen. Actually, I mean, I guess war is not so common. With everyone on the internet, kindness and understanding will reign. But I don't know. Like, I guess it is good. There have been different pushes towards more of like a global society concept, especially with the internet, because it's so easy to connect with people from all over the world. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be enough to stop war. Why is the Anna button lighting up? True, this is all wrong. This is our third assignment and the third time she's shown up. How is that possible? Just a very relevant person, I guess. Anna. Anna H. is the first student ever to be expelled from New York University for hacking into their servers and changing her grades. The one who tried hacking us, I just know it. Okay. It makes even less sense considering she was top of her class. Why cheat when you're already number one? To be number oneer, of course. Anna Huang launches the ARPANET's Hackers Network. Our mission, ARPANET for the people. For limits, our limits none whatsoever. By changing the internet's past, we've put it right into Anna's hands. I think this is good, though. I mean, if she starts asking questions again, like she did during our last assignment, we might end up in hot water. With email more and more... Oh, right, because last time she did figure out, maybe, that there's something going on that shouldn't be, like her life's not in her own hands or whatever, yeah. So maybe, okay. I could understand that. With email more and more popular every day, we can now be in contact with every citizen directly. Nixon, the American president that started the White House newsletter. Oh, Nixon. Make love, not war. The email subject has been forwarded by American internet users more than any other. Students are sending chain mail far and wide to protest the Vietnam War. Yeah, might it have actually been stopped if instead of it just being in the US, it was like every country very clearly being able to see and understand the will of the people? Maybe. Wouldn't be the first president to lose a war, whether on the ground or in the court of public opinion. Response to an internet user during a live stream hosted on the White House website. Oh, streamer presidents. You can have my bits any day. I didn't mean it like that. Better be off getting rid of ARPANET and all their hippie nonsense. President Nixon forgetting to turn his microphone off during the live stream. Of course he does. Yeah. That would definitely get Anna Huang off our case. Sorry, I'm starting to freak out a little bit when it comes to her. Why is she following us? I'm going to use up all the resources I have to try and get more info. Okay. As for you, just keep working on the assignment. Okay, also... Okay. We better be getting off... We'd be better off getting rid of ARPANET and all their hippie nonsense. I'm just trying to check and see if I have anyone I'm subscribed... Like, who's live, whatever. For later in terms of YouTube as well. Just have that all set up. President Nixon forgetting to turn his microphone off during a live stream. Rumor, does President Nixon want to shut down ARPANET? We won't take this lying down, asserts Anna Huang, leader of the hacker movement. So she's pushing against Nixon in this sort of attempt to get ARPANET to everybody. Oh, I don't think he probably wants it shut down. He probably just doesn't want opposition or pushback, which you don't necessarily have to shut it down in order to make something like that happen. Not that it's good too, but President Nixon gets ready to announce his decision to shut. Oh, he does want to. Never mind. I'm clearly wrong. Anna Huang threatens to reveal classified information in her newsletter. The water mail. Yeah. Okay. Instead of Watergate. Affair implicating Richard Nixon or flood the network with spam to dilute Anna's influence. Well, I need ARPANET to win, so we're going to do that. Implicates Richard Nixon in the water mail affair. Their document proving his involvement was still on his personal computer. He should have thought about clicking the empty trash button. Facing public scrutiny, Richard Nixon has decided to resign as president. Sign up for my newsletter for future scoops. Tune in next week for the first part of my expose on a company that twists events to get rich while we pay the price. Ooh. But it's not to get rich, is it? What if it is? Ooh. Is it just me or is he talking about ABW? I mean, there's so many things you could be talking about. There's a lot of companies that do all kinds of things. I don't think I was programmed to believe in conspiracy theories, but this is a bit much. This is way too risky. No, I mean, couldn't it also just be that she's recognizing the effect of advertising? Because like we talked about Taco Bell earlier, right? Like, it could just be that she feels she's not making her own decisions, that there's other companies or whatever that are kind of pushing or forcing her into these decisions in a way, or that she's more likely to do them anyway, based on what she's being advertised and based on the media environment. So maybe that's all this is. Tell the authorities where Anna's located or hack Anna's server. I'm going to hack Anna's server because I don't want the authorities involved, because I feel like she is kind of useful. Modification impossible, invalid target, huh? What's that supposed to mean? That's what I'm saying. Got to be natural immunity through chronological over-modification. In any case, we better find another way to shut her up. Okay. Unless you'd rather she spill everything about ABW, you get fired and I get unplugged. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though. I feel like I can trust Anna. Last paper edition of the New York Times. Go digital. Subscribers will now receive the latest news more quickly by email. You'll look pretty silly when all this ARPANET hype is over, declares the movement. Sure. From now on, administrative mail will be sent electronically. Emails don't go on strike, comment members of the government off the record. Okay. Members of the government say emails don't go on strike. Administrative mail will be sent electronically. Fair. Wait. What am I doing? Hold on. Mark them as read or delete them. Tough. I think if I delete them, there's proof that they should be there and aren't there, maybe. So maybe I just mark them as read. It's just so weird. What is that going to do, though? Like, I feel like if I delete them, then there might be this distrust for internet, which could be a problem. Because I want ARPANET to succeed here. The average number of emails an internet user receives every day. 3,741. Nah, it's not. No way, what? If people keep using email more and more, Anna's reports will get around even faster. I feel like I'm okay with that. Get rid of paper mail. I want ARPANET to win. Paper is a thing of the past. The United States of America is living in the future. I feel like I trust Anna. Is this wrong? Open this email to read the newsletter. Now that their economy's financial data has been digitalized, I can prove that the markets are rigged. Orders issued by... Oh, no, it is. They actually are after us. By a company incorporating in New York under the name ABWCIE show a profitability of 7,000%. But you didn't tell me you were doing stock market manipulation. All right. Newsletter, time for the truth. In other words, it's statistically impossible. Either this company can predict the future or it's manipulating prices. Oh, no. We're screwed. They're going to come for us. Oh, you're big. Huh? Oh, hang on. How odd. Shouldn't they be breaking down the door into the building by now? Following the end of the paper mail, servers have become completely saturated with messages and are currently unable to function. So even though she sent out stuff, there's so many that are coming and no one's even going to see it. Authorities are doing their... I can't scroll. Okay. Government announces a digital curfew. Following the restoration of ARPANET and in order to prevent any further issues, all emails other than those that are government approved will be marked as spam. Oh, that's rough. You know what this means? No one will have read or email. Or it got delivered at the same time as those spam messages that try and sell you miracle pills. Anna? 7776. Less than 1% of my readers open my email. The timing of this political move is certainly interesting. That company is rigging the stock market, and I'm going to prove it, whether they like it or not.
What?
Seems like I now have access to... Oh, interesting. Some new documents in the archives are now available. So, like, we just... Okay. Pretty serious. On the higher-ups at ABW, you can read it. Only higher-ups can read it. I feel like if our company is just manipulating the stock market, like, we got 7,000% interest, can't we just go back in time and grab gold or something and just like, call it a day? Do we need to do this? All right. Some employees want to keep believing in ABW. Others would rather look elsewhere. What you decide to do now will prove your loyalty, your trust in ABW. I don't trust you at all. Why are you manipulating the stock? Like, there's so many ways in which you could be massively wealthy. Okay. I feel like you could just go to some point in history and invest it. I mean, I guess, yeah, I'd be investing, but like, I don't know. Like, there's no reason for it to be trackable now. We're so far past that. Can't you just go in the past now that you recognize this and change your investments a little bit? Would you like to access these documents? I don't know. They're not meant to be seen by me, but like, I'll be higher up eventually, so maybe I don't need to do it. Impressive. More proof that you're destined to go far, very far. Because I feel like if I look, maybe I just lose. Shall we get back to it? Yeah. Urgent. Seeking an employee for the Assisted Research Center. We're overwhelmed by demand. People are calling us at all hours to find the websites or stamps, or on the weather, we need more workers. ARPANET, a labyrinth of a library, often compared to an infinite library without a single librarian in sight. Read our report on those who are leaving ARPANET behind due to its complexity. It's like this every time. We bring an invention in early and it's missing a part of its technology. Okay. Anyway, protocol for cases like this isn't particularly complicated. We just need someone who isn't too dumb to invent the search engine. Find us someone. Okay, yeah. Henry. Whoa, really? I'd like to thank my parents for encouraging me to major in computer science. Okay, sure you did. I swear to God, the guys in the IT department will listen to me. How many times have I sent them tickets on this? We keep running into these two. It's not normal. Something fishy's going on here for sure. I kind of like that it's... Like, the two buttons are always consistent. Henry seems calmer than Anna, but it's still risky. Except, I guess, for... I mean, well, they were consistent last time as well, weren't they? Even though we had, like, a bunch of new buttons. But they're not exactly consistent now. To then. Henry, the USA. Henry, what do you got? Father, I got a job as a supervisor at a little call center in California called Dougal. Have him come up with a search algorithm. Have him create chat rooms. Search algorithm. Type whatever you're interested in, and Hen Research will find you the right website. Nice. It's easy and free thanks to our keyword indexing system. American knowledge of global events and other cultures is sharply rising. Because I feel like I've got to try to make it work. I've got to try to make ARPANET work. Hen Research reveals the most researched words. Sex, love, football, get rich quick. Okay, fair. Hacking a new contender in the top searches. Closely followed by piracy and the dark web. 14-year-old hacker arrested. The young cybercriminal had been blackmailing his neighbors. He claimed he simply did a search on how to break into a target computer. Could ARPANET go after my family? Afraid of falling victim to viruses which are still poorly understood, more and more ARPANET users are unplugging their modems at night. I mean, as long as it's just a night, like, it seems like it's not an issue, yeah? Seems pretty okay to me. Okay. Testifying before the U.S. Senate. This takes time and money, and I remind you our services are completely free. Henry? From shareholders and politicians is struggling to find a solution. Let me also because every once in a while, weirdly or whatever, every once in a while my OBS thing will not show me comments. So I want to make sure that I've got that up. All right, let's see. Henry, under pressure from shareholders and politicians, is struggling to find a solution. A revolutionary antivirus software or targeted ads. Targeted ads is funny. Careful now. Let's not put all our eggs in one basket. We've got to make sure ARPANET is both profitable and safe. True. Yeah, targeted ads goes crazy here. If I know anything. No more ads for solar panels when you live in the cloudy north. From now on, we'll know everything about you, and ads will be tailored to your most private interest. If I'm trying to make ARPANET win, I've got to make them like Google meets ChatGPT or whatever. Trollex, the must-have watch for a better world company employees. Able to turn back time and predict the future. Close the message. Can I actually buy it? Oh, nice. That's funny. All right. Hellcorp, the undisputed leader. Oh, Alphabet. Oh, Alphabet. Renamed as Hellcorp in this world. What a wonderful thing. Undisputed leader in online advertising. E-commerce across the world has been boosted by the targeted advertising techniques developed by Henry Hellman, now America's third richest man. Activist Anna Huang develops an ad blocker. Nice. Yeah, perfect. The ad blocker AnaBlock? Never heard of it. USA. If people don't start trusting and using ARPANET, our entire economy could end up as a 404 error. Ronald Reagan. Thanks, Ronald Reagan. Everything that you decided was a good idea, especially trickle-down economics. I love your policies. Pass laws to... like, all right. Thanks, Ronald Reagan. I love your input here. Start the United States ARPANET force, pass laws to promote. But honestly, you're on my side here, okay? We're going to create the most, mind-controlling platform that's ever been seen. Me and you, Ronald Reagan. Pass laws to promote online commerce or start the United States ARPANET force. Promote online commerce seems good. Reaganomics with ats instead of A's. That's funny. Program is going to boost the economy. Let's do it. The program includes the reduction in startup costs for online businesses as well as the non-taxation of ARPANET-related profits. The non-taxation of ARPANET profits? Yeah, this is about to go nuclear. Tech stocks are climbing fast across the board this morning. Trust from politicians and investors will allow us to overcome this crisis. Imagine if they were just like, yeah, Google, you don't have to pay taxes because you provide such a service that you just won't pay taxes even though like you have made so much money. Who hasn't started selling their goods online yet? Read our reports on the last stalwart businesses owners who continue to run physical stores. Yeah, I do think though, even though this is kind of an extreme where we're like, we just won't tax Google in this case, it is a little bit true that in the real world, there was like this, oh, you run a physical business and you don't have a web page type of deal. Like you're losing out on this massive boom that you could be taking advantage of as a business owner. Did you really think tax cuts would encourage businesses to invest in security for their websites? Most shareholders took their dividends and sold their shares before the market collapsed. Interesting. The company has gone into liquidation. Oh, and is selling the following. Ping pong tables. What? It was truly a great idea. We tried our best and it just didn't work. How? You had tax-free income as Google when the internet's taking off. What am I doing next? I think, constructing a brain for yourself because you don't have one in your head. Like, what do you mean you failed? You aren't ready for what I have in the works. That makes no sense. How did you fail? A little worried. But let's see what this version of the internet ended up. That's insane. You couldn't have failed with that. You got everything. What? That's crazy. Huh? 2006. Okay. Surely. Many ways to make the world. Okay. Security alarm. Someone got into our systems. Okay, Anna, let's do this. I know who you are. I know what you're doing, and I intend to stop you in this life or in another. I hope these documents will help you understand who your employer really is. Don't you dare touch that button. I really don't think I'm going to have a choice here, Globos. I think at this point, I must know. Oh, wait, I can just destroy them. Well, but I need to get ARPANET to work, but... No, we see it. We have to see it this time. The founding principles. What are you doing? I know, but I passed on the last one. This time I gotta know. I mean, she went to all that work. All actions we take shall serve humanity. Principle 1. Our sole aim is to create a better world. Principle 2. Any self-serving act will be punished. Principle 3. Our pursuit is more important than ourselves. 4. Sacrifice is necessary. 5. Sacrifice necessary? No. A time anomaly erased one of your co-workers. You do not have permission to access this archive. One employee saw her family disappear before her very eyes. Makes sense. You don't have to, okay, can't access. Dozens of your coworkers simply don't exist anymore. Their names have been erased from history. ABW is a criminal enterprise. Huh? A criminal enterprise? She's making all that up. ABW has systems in place to avoid those kinds of problems. Yeah. It's not too late. Believe. Okay. Fine. Yeah, let's try it. Quit. What happens? You sign does not permit resignation. Don't forget loyalty is a core expectation. Huh? You were going to abandon me? Ooh, this one's awkward. Awkward. Let's just forget about all this, okay? Time to go see what the internet is like in our time. Okay. All right. ARPANET's still around, yeah? Maybe? I don't know how... how do you fail with, like... with no taxation on income? That's crazy. Netflix relaunches DVD rental service. Order from your local Netflix stand and receive your movie in 1 week. Mental health clinics at full capacity, facing a real boredom and loneliness epidemic. Find your next partner at Tinder Club, nightclub where love is in the air. Global deforestation. The last tree in the Amazon was cut down this morning. Okay. These all don't sound so good to me. The rise of board games. Oh, wait. By getting rid of the internet as we know it, things are good. I tried so hard to make the internet so powerful. I don't understand. Board games. Destroy the internet, apparently. Okay. But that is the thing, right? Like, I guess I did win. I guess I won. I wasn't intending on winning because I feel like, well, I was intending on winning if I could, but then I was like, okay, if the internet's not gonna be ARPANET, then maybe I won't win this one. But I guess I did. I'm so surprised though. You did it. We can go up a floor. Or you can try to do something different from the internet first. Okay. I mean, I said I would. We're locking in. I'm curious, though. Okay. ABW. I mean, I'm so close to the top, right? Isn't this like the 4th floor is the last floor before you're just standing at the top? Uttering subjects just give us an even harder mission? You betcha. But hey, that means that they really trust us. Make humankind immortal. I guess the rumors were right about this floor. But don't listen to the other Globoses that keep saying management is the only interested in immortality because they're getting older and afraid of dying themselves. There's more Globoses? As if powerful people like them would ever put their own personal interests before those of humankind. Yeah, true. All right. All we have to do is change the history of the medical field just a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the people at the top, considering they're making 7,000% gains or whatever. Make humankind immortal. Let's do this. Make humankind immortal. How do I do that? 1928 was the year Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. Okay. I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious. Try to make humankind immortal. Welcome to 1928. That is going to be interesting. Research. Wednesday, September 12th, 1928. Returning from holiday today, I noticed that all my Staphylococcus cultures were contaminated by bacteria while I was gone. All except one. I'll call it penicillin. Yeah. That's how the first antibiotic was discovered. Let's make it so we discover something a bit more interesting. 15 days? Or why does this matter to me? What am I trying to do? Immortal humankind. Make absolutely everyone immortal is not good. Make humankind immortal in a controlled manner. Digital immortality through cryonic immortality. Immortality for a select few, but don't make everyone immortal. So the challenge level impossible. Humanity doesn't become immortal. Wait a sec. Fleming discovered penicillin? Apparently. I mean, I don't know as much about it, but I guess we're going to find out a bit more about it, right? Get home a month later. In 1928, today I discovered a revolutionary discovery. Penicillin colonies have mutated, creating a bacteria that slows the aging process. The antibiotic doesn't just fight bacteria and infections, it also counteracts all deterioration in human health. Do you mean that people can no longer get sick? Yes, but that's not all. It seems that if given the correct dosage, super penicillin is capable of stopping aging itself. Wait, but he just spent a month and created the cure to all disease? What? I'm confused. Wait a minute, are you saying that you have cured humanity of death? Almost. People can still die from accidents or from hunger if they don't get proper nutrition, will no longer die from illnesses or old age. But what about cancer? How would, because cancer cells are just, like, cancer cells are just cells that have, it's like basically a DNA change in the cell that allows a cell to exist and continue growing and eating things around in order to grow and expand, a mutation. But just because it's mutation, like how would super penicillin know that that's not a native cell and that's like an aggressive cell? I don't get it. Attempt, because I feel at least, well, I guess if we say maybe cancer still exists, then I guess fair enough. Attempt to invade Belgium failed with German soldiers refusing to follow orders, citing that life is more important than anything else in the world. Certainly when immortality is on the table. But wouldn't we also become like crazy overpopulated, crazy quick? Like, if you can have a kid every 9 months, but no kid will ever die, like, right? More than 10 billion people now live on Earth. Yeah. Yeah. Beating all former demographic position or predictions. True. In 1970, 10 billion. The more people there are, the more Globuses we need to take care of everyone. Good thing we're making the best of all possible worlds. Oh my gosh. Globos! Oh, Globos. What a joy to have you here with me. Alexander Fleming murdered at 106 by pro-death extremists. Oh, you know, actually, I remember... Oh, I don't know what the name of that... But there is a belief, like a political or ideological belief that pushes death to everyone, right? So, but I don't know if I remember the name of it. Last article he published in a scientific journal warned of the potential risks of his treatment mutating. But of course, in this society, of course, like that should exist. I feel like if everyone can live forever, that would for sure exist, where someone's like, this is wrong, and then tries to enact change. 20 billion, especially because populations are just getting out of control. Population doubled in just 20 years. Rice paddies ravaged by immortal pests. Ooh. Devastated by an infection of brown leaf hoppers, now immortal and multiplying ever more rapidly. Rising prices. Population higher than ever. Is the Earth still capable of feeding us? Well, maybe if we all ate bugs. All right. I've got a great idea for you. It's called 2 Floors Down. The Great Famine of 2021 wiped out over 1 billion people. How many of us will still be left after the next one? At least that means there are less Globoses running around. At least we still got this guy. So mobile. Or this girl. I mean, it's hard to say. They're round. The Great Famine of 2021 wiped out over 1 billion people. The Dear Diary... Oh, wait, is this Anna? Today marks 10 years since we started this awful hunger war. Everyone started fighting for food, then drinking water. There were so many of us, and now the world seems so empty. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen another human being in 2 years. This is so cool. I walked across 3 continents, leaving messages everywhere. Am I the last person alive? Are you? Wait, are you? Wait, that's a select amount of people. Problem with immortality isn't making it happen, but making it work long term. True. Otherwise, the spread of immortality will always lead to the end of the world. But I guess it's also everyone. Make humankind immortal, yeah. Wait, but didn't all I choose was just make him wait 30 days? Yeah. Let's get back to it. Okay, try again. If we ate the insects that ate the rice paddies, it would all work fine. Yeah, right. And then we just need to have and then we just need to plant people in the rice paddies. No, I guess we're immortal. Like, the other option is population control, which would probably be what happens, right? Humankind immortal. So this time instead, the goal... Wait. Oh, wait. No, we are continuing, actually. I believe Fleming and penicillin was not the way to do that. Let's try something else. So, but what if I just made Fleming wait 15 days instead of 30 days, and super penicillin was just like buffed penicillin plus. Welcome to 1964. All right. 1964. My brain says... Wait. Am I... 1964? My brain says there's a... That's not the... hold on. No, my brain... That can't be right. Fuck. No. What's that book? What's the year for that book? 1984. 1964. Okay. I was like, I know it's not 1964, but also it feels like it is 1964, and that just can't be right. All right. 1984. Yes. I was going to say, like, okay, that's a little on the nose. Choose a folder. There are many ways to make the world a better place. Let's do it. Ooh. Declining mortality on Japan's Okinawa Island. Many of our palliative care patients recovered overnight. The hospital's chief medical officer told one of the WHO investigators. Our first studies have confirmed that human cells of containment patients seem to have become immortal. Wow. Stay away. Stop. Immortality becomes virus. Stop. It's contagious. Stop and end. The virus could give us what we've been fighting for this whole time, improved life expectancy. But unchecked immortality could disrupt the balance in the world, environmentally and politically. But yeah, I feel like maybe if you just had a weaker version of the penicillin stuff, or it just seemed like there wasn't a whole lot of choice there in that first one. With the Cold War raging on, are the different governments that finance the WHO ready to use this discovery responsibly? I'm sure they're not. Responsibly to their shareholders or whatever, right? Not really, but you know what I mean. They're gonna have self-interest, but that is also what we're trying to have happen, I guess. So what right do we have as researchers to keep secret a discovery that belongs to all of humankind? For the moment, only the scientists at the WHO know that immortality exists. Right. Gotta be careful with their secrets. Yeah, like now is the time to like start the assassination button where we target each member besides one and then give them a role. Let a few immortals escape the island or leak information to different governments. Keep the great secret of the existence of immortality. A few immortals escape the island or leak information. Let's try a few immortals, because I feel like a few immortals are more likely to keep the secret and to live forever and set themselves up. Several patients infected with the immortality virus have managed to break through the temporary blockade of the island. Their destination is currently unknown. But also, like, if they're not scientists and it's not the data that we're leaking, do they even know how immortality works? Yeah. This has been incredibly fun. Alternate history stuff is also always so entertaining. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate you very much for coming around. Always appreciated. Immortality exists. Dissident researchers from the WHO claim to have smuggled out several Okinawan residents with unusually long lifespans. Yeah, there was a movie or show, I guess, called Sliders, for example, with like shifting between different worlds that are kind of similar but have some great difference. Most of the time, it wasn't like a change in history necessarily, but sometimes. So yeah, definitely this style of media is pretty cool. We're really getting into it now. Dissident researchers from the WHO claim to have smuggled out several Okinawan residents with unusually long lifespans. Everyone should have access to immortality, they say. Okay. But they don't yet. Social and political activism. Activism. More than ever, people were dreaming of a better world. A better world! Yeah, they know that it could happen, but it hasn't happened yet. Immortality is among us. Welcome to 1970. I've got a bad feeling about this. Computer, what's going on in the world? I don't know. I like that they're all around here, though. It's cool. The world population is currently 5 billion, 30% of which are immortal. With the development of immortality and decline of many diseases, population has increased at twice the expected rate. Yeah, because if the immortals have children, maybe their children are immortal, and those immortal children have children endlessly. Despite new and improved agricultural techniques, feeding the growing population seems impossible. Okay. If this keeps up, one planet won't be enough to feed everyone. We'll need at least 3. It's not, well, it's only 5 billion people now. I mean, like, in this world, that seems okay. This is all the WHO's fault. Why didn't they warn us sooner? Saving from the protesters during one of the hunger marches. Choose a folder. Research? Maybe we can research something to... Ooh, infected insects. Use this against them. Okay. A treatment to get rid of insect immortality. Yeah. Tweak it so it only affects insects. Offer to immortals to let them become mortal again. Yeah. When there's no more room, I'll make room. Addressing a campaign to encourage people to give up more immortality. Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to try to make there be less immortals? I guess it could be good. India or the USSR? I don't know, yeah. Like, we want less of them, but will there being less of them solve anything? India. Like, just because like 30% of a 5 billion people is so many people, like, if we're trying to have a select group, fertility rate of more than 3 children and an ever-increasing life expectancy, India's population is on track to reach 2 billion. Our country's infrastructure is not designed to handle so many people. But also, are people going to accept, like, dying? I guess because they can make the choice of when they want to. Some would. A contraception-free or use Bollywood to set an example. Free contraception. Yeah. What about the pill? Okay. The failure of collective farms. Soviet Union is struggling to feed their growing population, importing more than 16 million tons of grain per year. Massive influx of grain into the USSR is putting the whole world at risk. Wheat now costs more than oil. Oh, okay. Wow. USSR is causing a global food crisis. Private agriculture or ban importation? Huh? That would just make their people die, wouldn't it? Private agriculture, I guess. A plot of land in the lush countryside of Siberia today. Say goodbye to the Bolshevik Revolution. It's time for the Green Revolution. It seems like it was right. Oh, there's so many of you. There's so many of you. Yeah, they just needed more of these guys to monitor the whole world. But I feel like in the 90s, they probably had a solid amount of people anyway. Probably need a few of them. What do you got for me, Globus? Rationing is sharing. Food crisis is so bad, they're putting rationing in place. Yeah, but I feel like the immortal people don't necessarily have to eat, do they? I don't know. Push the lever in order to reach the next key junction. Let's do it. Okay, 1980. 3 more years in. Seems like the population has increased. Wait, look at the billboard. But it hasn't increased that much, yeah? Choose a folder. Why can't I? Oh, you. Ah, they're Henry and Anna. Oh, we've got Henry and Anna. Oh, they're on the billboard together? I'll never get rid of these two. Somehow Henry has apparently become the official mortal representative. And Anna's representing the immortals. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. A WHO report says that 1 in 2 humans is now immortal. But that's not the whole story. The truth is, many people are refusing to become immortal. Is humankind truly happy? I asked that question in my novel, in which immortality, only just discovered, disappears. Of course, humankind is happy. Life expectancy keeps increasing. Is that not a reason to celebrate? Immortal during the televised debate. Absolutely, but famines have also become more and more commonplace, not to mention food riots, wars over water. Don't forget the anti-immortal sentiment that keeps getting worse. Society seems to be more divided than ever. At this rate, we're heading straight towards a civil war between mortals and immortals, just like in Mr. Barjev's novel. Barjev's. I mean, immortals would have such an advantage in some ways, right? Because they can accumulate wealth and power so much more, and then have sway over governments and whatever else. I'd have the idea of a novel called The Great Secret for years. In it, I'd tell the story of an immortality epidemic. But clearly, truth is stranger than fiction, and science fiction has transformed into reality. So I hurried to write Happiness for Humankind, in which, unwilling to renounce immortality, humankind disappears. In the novel, the immortals blow up the Earth. Let's try and avoid that ourselves. Yeah, I think so. The number of potential disasters exceeds the computing capacity of our system. Oh, wow. Conflicts breaking out all over the world. Okay, let's start with... Just go left to right. USA. Refuse to participate in Moscow Olympics as long as immortals are banned. Explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Okay. We're in over our heads here. We should recruit some immortals to help rescue efforts at the plant. England. John Lennon murdered by an immortality. The incident has renewed tensions throughout England. Right. Longer prison sentences for immortals. Because they're going to live longer, so it doesn't matter as much to them. Like, they're not losing out on their prime years, they're just losing out on years. China. Immortality without rights. Concerned that immortals might gain power and hold on to it for eternity, Chinese government is denying them access to the most fundamental human rights. That does make sense. Can you believe that immortals aren't allowed to become members of the Communist Party? Working for eternity. Faced with a non-aging population, France is planning on changing the legal retirement age. Retiring at 60 is fine, but only for mortals. Right, sure. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't go on Social Security, I guess, and have endless money go your way because you're 60 years old, but you're going to live to be 1,000. With the price of oil skyrocketing, poverty is out of control. Okay. 2 evils plague our economy: incompetence and government corruption. There's no way we can change everything. ABW's tech is at its breaking point. Change 3 events before everything shuts down. Okay. Make humankind immortal in a controlled manner. Achieve digital immortality. Achieve immortality through chronic preservation. or for a select few. I think I've failed on a select few. I think immortal in a controlled manner is probably my most likely thing. Force immortals to help. 182 for immortals. Give voting rights exclusively to immortals. Exclusive immortal. Okay. Immortal Olympics in the USA. That seems fine. Sports are supposed to bring us together. Are immortals so lacking confidence in their abilities that they want to keep us apart? Okay, my bad. We can see who's angry, immortals or immortals. I feel like having them in separate brackets makes sense because they live forever. They can train forever. Like, of course. Right, but maybe not. China, immortal hunger strike. That does seem important. Protesters, although immortal, came face to face with the Chinese army. Right, of course. I didn't think about that. Oh, but actually, the impact of that having happened maybe changes cultural stuff to a point where the people might push back, maybe? Immortals are getting really angry. Yeah. Oh, that might not be good for us, though. Still have one chance to turn things around. Oh, right, I'm trying to make them not angry. Set retirement age to 182. Have French immortals been betrayed? The numerous protests organized by immortals were not enough to get the French government to back down. With every incident, not to mention poverty and famine, many of us died before reaching the age of 182, says an immortal protester. Oh, wait, that's bad. I forgot. Oh, no. We'll be able to get the immortals calmed down at this point. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was thinking I had it backwards in my head. All right, so they're going to be very upset. I don't know if it necessarily will be a problem for them to be upset, though. Like, even if there is a war... Okay. Seems okay so far, yeah. Immortal, beware, you can contact the plague. Why could they contact... They can't get sick. You can catch the plague. The plague, that doesn't sound good. But it does sound good because it means we can all band together. Maybe. Unless maybe there are no mortals anymore. Is death back? Several immortal deaths linked to a mysterious virus are causing concern. The Earth is for mortals, death to the immortals. Statement for the person claiming to have created the virus. Oh, never mind. I guess it doesn't hurt everybody, just immortals. 99% lethal against immortals. We've never been entirely invulnerable, but death is a concept forgotten by many immortals. Having to face death again is truly terrifying. However, fear must not stop us from taking actions. Immortality can and must survive. Refuge for immortals on the moon. Ooh, that would mean like a select few, right? That stay alive. Other dangers will be waiting for us, but perhaps ones not quite as deceitful as humans. 4 years. It took 4 years to get the facilities on the moon ready for us. We're leaving tomorrow. I suppose this is goodbye. Okay. Bye-bye. I think this actually kind of works. Bye, Anna. Henry? Dear Diary, the last immortals left for the moon aboard several ships this morning. The number of immortals still alive has been kept a secret, but there can hardly be more than 300. I feel like it's like the 100, except with 300 going to the moon instead of the Earth. Anna is one of those 300. I would have liked it if just one last time. Now is the time for celebration. The Earth is finally ours again. I think this worked. I think it worked because now there'll be a select few. But, like, humanity will exist and they'll exist. Surprisingly, in the last moments, it worked. I was kind of expecting them to, like, the immortals to just kill all the mortals. Wait. What? Oh. What are we doing in space? What are we doing in space? I mean, we're probably with the immortals in space, yeah? Unless something else. Space. We all watched with sadness as the Earth recently exploded. The people on Earth never found peace, even after we left for the moon. No. No way. What? Tried so hard to get everything to work out. What? I know, I did try so hard and got so far. Is it true that there were mortals before? Asked a young student at the school on a moon colony. I considered telling her that they were just fairy tales to bury their painful memories. In the past, yes, but all of humankind is immortal now. Oh, come on. Yay! All of humankind. Well, at least that's what's left of it is immortal. That's the end of it. But then, wait, don't they have they do have a way to make themselves mortal again, don't they? The pill? But that just, or not the pill, but the shot or whatever it is that we made. Okay. You know how this goes. Making everyone immortal is great and all, but try not to kill everyone in the meantime, okay? Yeah, that's rough. Come on, let's get back to it. No way we'll stay defeated like this. So is it just a full reset? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I think I'm kind of mortal. Yeah, I think it's just going to kind of reset there. So we're up on the 4th floor. I think there's just the 4th floor and then like one final area that might be a secret or might be like a final floor to go through. So I'll try to see if I can maybe beat this one in a future one and get to the next area. It has been a blast. Wish I appreciate you coming around and chatting across this time. I am going to try raiding into somebody if I can, although it is quite late for me, so I don't know if anyone who I follow will be live right now. But, you know, one can hope. Let's go to YouTube and to Twitch and hope for the best on it. And caught the end of this. Oops. No, you're good. I appreciate you coming around. Yeah, I went for a decent little while here. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not seeing anyone on Twitch. And in terms of YouTube, no one on YouTube. Oh, it hurts me. Well, wait, what if I do live? Can I do like a... No, it's not going to help me. Subscriptions. Yeah, I'm not sure if there is. Show more. Podcasts, watch later history. YouTube Studio, YouTube TV. I don't know if there really is a way to... Oh, live. Wait a second. I've never been here. So this is going to be a first for me, is looking at live on YouTube. Curious. Live streams. I wonder if I could specifically... It'd be cool if I could specifically look for... Let's just do like 16 at most. Views per hour. That's cool that I can... Oh, yeah, this is vidIQ. They actually let me look at it this way. But I don't know that I'm going to be able to find like something in my genre. That's what I wonder. Play music a little bit. We can explore this for the first time together. Our own little narrative adventure. We are developing as a creator right now before our eyes, looking at the live section of YouTube. But I think it really is all sports pretty much. Okay, interesting. Taco Tuesday. Weird. Yeah, this is different. Alternatively, let me check here. Yeah, it is quite late. So there might not be much hope. But I will try anyway. Because I'm trying to get in the spirit of raiding and redirecting. Hold on. This would be here, live video, 7:30 p.m. Any chance? It'd be 3 hours ago. I'm not sure if it's likely. No, you went for 2 hours. Okay. Ooh, no, but you're not. I know you're not live. What about? No, but I know Blonde's not live either. Dang. Yeah, everybody's not live, guys. Dang it. Oh, it hurts me. Oh, okay. Live, show more. Wow. But the live now doesn't really it doesn't really give you stuff that's related to your niche or genre. It just seems like a bunch of random. Okay. Christmas deco. What if I did, hold on, actually. Thinks of it last minute. Choose wisely festival. I wonder, 1 hour ago. I wonder if, and then I can sort by live, because this one, 99, I know it's super late, but in some parts of the world it's not, right? Like where, here. Okay, let's look. One watching, butter side down. I was thinking about playing this one at some point, and then, okay, there are 3 people. Okay, wait, we did it. All right. How many people are live watching each of these people, and how is their content style? 2 viewers. I do have a couple. I do have a couple of these creators that I have, I guess VTubers specifically, that I have followed. So because this person's a non-VTuber, I guess, as I have them subscribed, so like if they go live and I see them, I can actually raid into them. But because this person is a non-VTuber, I guess for some variety, I will maybe raid into them. Unless, no, they're not live. Wow. Like just at the moment I click on them, huh? Wait, for real? Okay, well then another one.
Live on YouTube now.
That's funny. What random chance. Your random chance takes it away from you. 12 hours of narrative games? Wait a second. One watching? 12 hours? Okay. Fair enough. Let's do subscribe here, and then let's raid into this. And this is, let's see. I'm not sure which one this is actually, but I think I recognize it from the, wait, also, I think I recognize it from the festivals, like, it might be one of the ones I recognize anyway. Maybe not. There's narrative games. Taisho's Romance Theater. Oh, maybe I don't recognize it from the... So I'll just have to look. I'll just have to chat in the chat for a little bit of time and see what this is all about. But, so subscribe there, and now I just go YouTube. This would be... Let's see, how do I go about this? This would be content, channel content, live. All right. No, wait, it would be, I have to do create, go live. Okay, so for this new person, I will see if I can rate. Let's see if we can rate into them. So redirecting is a really big thing. People who are part of the redirecting and rating, people who are part of the Choose Wisely Festival, I want to be redirecting into because I'm passionate about about sort of what's going on here. And from other channels. Okay. Videos from other channels. This would be, let me just copy this because usually it just shows it up in here. Oh, add you to their live redirect list. So do you have to be in there? Okay. Gosh dang it. Please. You're my last hope. My one and only hope. I'm not part of like a list for them type deal. Okay, hold on. One more time. One more hope from the Choose Wisely Festival. This is choosing your own adventure, butter side down. I subscribed and now I paste. Do you actually have to add it? I don't think I added anyone else in. I can still be redirected into, no? Okay. Oh, my one hope, my one hope. What about, fine. We'll just do indie gaming. Unfortunate, I cannot raid into these people, but then we just do live. Okay, those are games for sure. Look outside. Ooh, don't look outside actually. Or is it look outside? I'm pretty sure it's don't look outside, isn't it? But visually, this is one other one that I actually have talked a good amount. Have to allow redirects as well. Huh. Okay. Maybe I'll shoot messages in their chat after the stream as well. But don't look outside, I think looks super cool. I wonder if they're doing like a 3-player thing. Let me see. You never know, I guess, because apparently some people don't have it set up so they can accept redirects. I think I have it set up so anyone can redirect to me, but of course, I understand it's kind of a newer feature. Redirect, bang. Okay, paste. No, you can't. Wow. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, they're really wait, but then I can specifically look outside. Okay. And then I can do live. I'm gonna have to subscribe to like 1 million people, and I'm also gonna have to hassle people to make it so that you can redirect to them. Because of course the fact you can't is so silly. Funny. Butter side down, that was interesting. Yeah. I do allow redirects as well. Yeah, there's also hate raids, so some people only allow mutual raids. Interesting. Hate raids. I guess that makes sense. Don't you get kicked off the platform for things like that sometimes? But okay, sure. Link. Bad choices, one watching. All right, subscribe. Let me see about this. I'm just gonna go down the list until one of these gosh dang people lets me just take viewers, please. Making bad choices. Making bad choices. Huh. Oh wait. Wait. Actually, this could work. Let's do look outside. Okay. Overlooting. What's a good one? Enshrouded? Is that or games that I'm interested in? I'm trying to think of games that I'm like super interested in right now. We've seen how well companies bring down the hammer. True, that's fair enough. Although, sometimes they do something. It can be inconsistent, I guess it's a big thing. All right. How about what's a game that What is that game called? Outward. Outward 2 is what I'm really curious about. Outward 2? Nothing. Okay. Brain. Schedule lives. I see them. I see them. If only I could. Yeah. If only I could raid into them, but in the future. How about brainstorming games a bit? Overlooting. I doubt there's anyone in Megaloot, is there? No, I wouldn't think so. Games. Wisely. Like this. Nothing. Just saw those pop up on your Steam. Yeah, I know. It's funny. I mean, yeah. It is cool that they have them kind of pre-set up, so like anyone who's scheduled, and it is a lot of yours as well, which is cool. And then I think Briar Mare as well, yeah, did schedule a fair few in there. Karen, maybe. CIRN. Okay, a better world. Anything that I would be interested in popping in? Oh, that's me. Wait, no, it can't be done. Surely it can't be done. A better world. Liveber. No. Gosh dang. Let me think. Scarlet Hollow. That's made by... Wow. It's a demo that's out, made by the creators of Slay the Princess. I'm surprised that one's not an option. Name of the Will. The Will. Who is... Okay. I don't think that's Sunless Skies, Name of the Will, Band of Crusaders, Butterside Down, Skate, Megabonk. Surely Megabonk. Surely someone's up megaing their bonk. Right. So now we have some options here. There's 3 options that I actually can successfully raid to on this platform, okay? I gotta reach out like nobody's business to anyone involved in Choose Wisely. Now I have a way to find them at least. And just be like, hey, allow redirects, because it's just good. It's just good. Way through endless. Okay, so no, Megabonk, YouTube here, Megabonk. But I mean, hey, it's a learning process all the way through. You know, start to finish. That's how it's done. Live stream right now. Crickets. True. Let's see. Live. Risk of Rain 2 with a noob. Risk Rain 2 with a noob. Of Rain 2 with a noob. Where are you? Okay, maybe not that one. DSP late stream. Fine. Let's do it. Let's do it. That will be what we go for. I like Megabonk, admittedly. And so I will be hanging out in this stream, at least this stream for one. And I'll also hang out in Twitch stream. But we'll get there in a minute, okay? So I'm going to end off the YouTube stream. I appreciate those of you who are here on YouTube. Okay. Look forward to much, much more of this wonderful Choose Wisely Festival nonsense. And a lot more of me just having no idea how to use technology, right? But I do appreciate you on YouTube. Thanks, Cody. I know you're on YouTube, for example. Thanks, Scarlett. But you'll still be here in a second anyway. But I'll see YouTube in a moment. Sending you off this way, and I will be chatting in their chat. And now,